All right, sorry about that. I guess I better hold on. All right, give me a second. Welcome to the stream. I think I got everything, right? Do I have all my everything I need? I got my weed, I got my drink. Okay. My computer wouldn't pick up an internet signal, and I had internet. It did some kind of update this morning, and I was like, "Fuck," because the last computer that I used to stream on got bricked from an update. Pretty much, I don't know, something happened with the power supply or something, but very stressful. But we made it. It's time to relax with the 1991 Kielbasa Festival in Chicopee, Massachusetts. What's up, ATF Media, JC, Jeremy, Humble King, it's me, Jerry. You're tearing me apart, Lisa. I fed up with this world. Everybody betray me. I fed up with this world. Oh my God, I was so stressed. I was like, shit, well, there goes the streaming, but we're back in business. So we're gonna enter the Dorundaverse here. We watched this last year. I do want to say it is kind of a weird show because Dorunda doesn't have a lot of time in it, and a lot of the duration is a very awkward beauty pageant. But what's up, Hugh Scanlon? I didn't know the stream yesterday was 7 hours either. I didn't realize that. But anyway, we're going to revisit that with George and learn more about Chicopee for the second time. Then we'll probably watch like some kind of music. We'll watch like a Dorunda. I don't know. We'll find something to watch that's primetime related. And then I'll be back this afternoon for what I think is going to be a very interesting stream. We're going to do a Doomer Dossier special edition. We're going to look at April's solo camping trip. And I think it looks like it's pretty keno, but in any case, we're in 1991, George Dorunda. Oh, and tomorrow is, of course, Memphis in the morning, 1980, CWA Wrestling, and then in the afternoon, Boyd Watch Live. But here we go, 1991 Kielbasa Festival in Chicopee, Massachusetts. September 5th, 1991. What's up, G? Thanks. Now, just for context, this is not prime time. It's the station that George worked at. It's their coverage of the Kielbasa Festival.
Serving Chicopee, this is TV5. From Fairfield Mall, it's the 18th annual World Kielbasa
Fairfield Mall, okay.
Festival.
My name is Steve Jindrysik, and welcome to the 18th Annual World Kielbasa Festival. We're looking forward to a great weekend of entertainment.
Chad Matthews, we're coming to you live from the Oldies tent. The band you're listening to is High Variety. We're going to be crowning a new Miss Chicopee, that and much more coming up.
And hi, I'm George Dorunda, and I'm going to be doing what I do best right here at the Big K-Fest 91. I'm going to be tasting some of the fine food that can be sampled here at the K-Fest. But now, let's have some polka music. It's Lenny Gomulka and the Chicago Push. Everybody dance! It's Lenny Gomulka and the Chicago Push. Everybody dance! Now, let's have some polka music.
Wow.
It's Lenny Gomulka and the Chicago Push. Everybody dance!
Look at this guy behind
Lenny
him.
Gomulka and the Chicago Push. Everybody.
Look at this kid. Whoa, man. This guy has this guy has an incredible hairstyle. It looks like he looks like he has like a Klingon skull.
Dance.
Problems have but one solution. Join the polka revolution. Broadway, on Polish Broadway.
Is this German? What's up, Cody Turbo?
The highlight of tonight and any night is King Kielbasa. Here's Chad and George.
That guy that we just saw was a murderer?
And
I
King
believe it.
Kielbasa.
Well, Chad, we're here at the world's largest king kielbasa.
I see that.
How big is it this year?
How big is the kielbasa this year?
562 pounds, 26 feet. It gets bigger and bigger every year.
Bigger every, 562 pounds. That's like 2 shaquettes to you and me.
Hey, ATF Media. Look at this. Look at this, homie. Look who's in the back working security at the kielbasa tent. It's old boy Jim Janik.
I guess so.
I don't know.
Do you think you could eat this?
Do you think they'd let me have a taste?
I don't think so, George. But speaking of that, what are you going to be doing here tonight?
Well, I'm going to be tasting food. I told you that earlier.
I don't want to taste food. I'm full.
Look, I'm in the mood for some fries. After I can smell that kielbasa back there.
Well, you go eat your fries. I'm going to go interview the woman over at Sand Art.
Sand art?
Yes.
All right, you go play your...
Oh, remember the Sand Art interview? How relaxing. Do they still do Sand Art?
I'm having fries. Get out of my way.
John,
Remember Sand Art, though? Like, every fair and, like, street festival had that shit.
come with me.
Every zoo.
A very lovely young lady, the reigning Miss Chicopee, Amber Lee Pajak. And welcome, Amber. Yeah, pretty exciting tonight. Of course, you've only got a couple of minutes left.
Yeah,
It's been a great year, huh?
I'm looking forward to watching it this year.
Yeah. From a different viewpoint, right?
Yeah, it's more exciting too, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. You can feel the excitement that they're going to go through.
And you've had quite a year, right?
Yeah, it's been a great year. The highlight with Desert Storm and a lot of good things we had this year.
Wait, Desert Storm and a lot of good things we had this year, huh?
Must have been.
The highlight with Desert Storm and
You've
Oh
had-
yeah, the highlight of the year is when people went overseas and died. This lady should be stripped of her title. What's up, Ember?
Quite a year, right?
yeah, it's been a great year. The highlight with Desert Storm and a lot of good things we had this year.
Must have been really exciting. You know, we've been riding in the parade as Miss Chicopee, and I know we covered it on television, and we've got a tape of it. You're probably on right now because we don't have a monitor. But, you know, as I said before we were speaking, before you came on, it's only going to be a couple of minutes. And you're actually more excited now, you think?
Yeah, I was interviewed by a paper, and the question she asked me was if I was sad that I was giving up my reign. And I had to tell her that honestly, I don't feel like I'm giving up anything. I'm quite happy. I met a lot of very nice people and got to enjoy.
Yeah, CNN had really interesting coverage of Desert Storm. Like I don't know if like younger people that didn't live through it remember it as being like that, but like those images of like the thermal cams of like the missiles going in and then like shit blowing up, but you couldn't really see anything, you know what I'm talking about? They look like satellite images. Those are like burned into my brain, like those dancing skeletons from Twin Ports Paranormal.
Desert Storm, which was the highlight parade, that was a very good outcome.
Well, it's funny you say that. There was a Desert Storm booth at one of the Taste of Chicopees.
And of course, what are you doing now? What are your plans? Or are you going to school? Or
I'm
What's up,
continuing
Virginia?
school, trying to get into the radiology major and looking for maybe any kind of volunteer work I can do.
well, I cert. Jack O'Neill is fine, but you definitely improved on
Thank
the
you.
chair. Now, I hope he didn't hear me say that. Well, we want to thank you. I know you're waiting. Your chariot is waiting back
Yes,
there
we're gonna
to
rush back.
take you back to the. We're going to be going over there in a minute. Thank you very much, Amber Lee Pajak, the reigning Miss Chick.
Thank you.
And now, into the 10th, into the 10th.
There'd be like some poor
The
sucker
Chicago push.
driving off on a motorcycle, and you just see the missile slowly heading toward him, and it just be like this explosion like 100 times the size of the motorcycle. Oh, man.
Rozkrywa jedynego wieczora. Ucztap sobie z wędką nad brzegiem jeziora. Na chacik założył tagamuszkę mało. Który pan nadejdzie, to ją widnie cało. Czeka pół godziny, rybka się złapała. Lecz szarpnęła prędko, krucik mu zerwała.
Whoa, look at this hair. Get a look at that hair. I keep pointing with my finger like you can see it. Look at this hair. Couple of lesbians, old people. Arn Anderson. Speaking of sweet lesbians, I've noticed that there's a lot of chatter in the comments about that people think that the Boy Madness is going to be rigged for Grace Thorpe to win. The Saskatoon screw job. Isn't that where Beth went in the video we watched of her where she was riding the bus? I think it was Saskatoon. You really feel like, based on the content, that's who you think I'm obsessed with is Grace Thorpe? It's a normal, healthy, parasocial relationship.
Coming up now is another look at the Kielbasa Festival by my colleague, Chad Matthews.
Oh my God. I gotta say.
Hi, this is Chad Matthews over
Oh
here
my
at
God,
the
Chad Matthews here, live from the Sand Art
booth, which is behind the main tent here at the K-Fest, and we're with Lynn and Bob. And Lynn, why don't you tell us what's going on here?
Well, what we do is we have two different size bottles, colorful sand, and it's geared for children to fill the bottles, make their own patterns and designs, and we top them with colored pom-poms, plain corks, or cars.
And who is this?
This is our son, Mitchell.
He has no idea what's going on here. Okay, Bob,
Chad
you're going to make
Matthews
us
here.
an
Wasn't Chad
example
Matthews
here,
a
huh?
jobber
All
in
right,
Smoky
well, why don't you
Mountain?
get going on that, and Lynn can talk to us about it. So you have a vast array of colors here. What can you make with this? Can people come and request what they want, or?
Basically, people have their own ideas, especially children. They like to do...
I don't know if you'll be able to read this or not, but Bethadone Clinic sent me a short of Tatted Preach, and this was her commentary on it.
Serious about it when they do it. It has to be just so. We have a lot of people that like to do specific colors for their kitchens and bathrooms. That's mainly the mom.
Oh my God, imagine using these as like a high-end decorative object.
Or grandmothers or whatever.
So they can request colors.
Anything they want to do. It's really up to them. We're pretty flexible.
And he loves this windscreen, doesn't he? And about how long does it take to come up with something?
Well, if you're quick like I am and just want to get it over with.
No amount of intimidation or whatever will work because I'm a purist for the content. Like I'm gonna advocate for the content, and then you guys I think are the same because you're the ones that have to watch it. So I kind of feel like I trust you guys because you're not gonna want to advance people that you don't want to see. You know what I mean?
With about 2 seconds, if you're a serious individual, maybe 9 or 10 years old, we've had kids stay for 45 minutes or longer.
Really?
Yeah, to make bottles.
What's the most popular thing?
As far as colors?
Yeah.
For the kids, it seems to be the purple, blue, and green, and a lot of them are big into black. So we see a lot of black and white zebra stripes.
Good news for
What
Paro.
are people requesting in terms of their home, as you had mentioned before, for kitchen or bathroom design? Anything specific?
No, it's really just stripes, and they want to get the colors of their curtains or their floors or cabinets in there, and they don't get real particular. They just want to see the colors inside the bottle, and they're going to put it on a shelf when they get it home.
Hey, a future television journalist here. Okay, what do we have here so far? Oh, pretty.
Purple, green, and pink is my favorite combination that I like to do.
Now, how does one learn to do this? Very steady hands?
No, it's
How do you learn how to just put different layers of sand on top of each other? How does that work exactly? Do you have to be really smart with great hands?
actually just to tilt
What does
another
he
bottle.
talk? You fucking put the sand in the bottle, and then you pick the next color. You can't fuck it up, like, unless you're trying to fuck it up.
You know, some people like the very thin layers of every different color. Some people do the rainbow, you know, but I like it on an angle, and it gives it sort of like a wave, like an ocean type effect. So
Oh, give
that's
me
how
a
I do
break.
it.
Great. And you don't recommend shaking these?
No, you don't. You don't shake them. You get a color like that.
Okay.
Get it all mixed up. But
Great. Well, thank you both for being with us.
These are so tacky to me. I mean, do you think there's anything good about these sand things? For a kid, I get it, because you get something cheap to do that's kind of fun and keeps you occupied or whatever. But as far as like an adult actually being like, wow, this could really, you know, be the finishing touch I needed for my living room.
And this is Chad Matthews roaming around the K-Fest, and we're moving on.
And now for the highlight tonight, Thursday night. We're going over to the Oldies tent with Jack O'Neill as the MC for the Miss Chicopee contest.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we bid
Good to have John Candy there to host this. I think I said the same thing last time.
you good evening. For those of you who are here at the 18th Annual World Kielbasa Festival, and those of you who are
It was everywhere, south to west, I feel like.
watching at home for one of the
Eventually you could buy like home kits.
first times at the World Kielbasa Festival, our annual Miss Chicopee contest.
I will never accept a sponsorship from one of those sand bottle companies.
We are in the Oldies tent of the World Kielbasa Festival tonight, and this is simply the beginning of 4 days of great
What a great voice this guy has.
activities. There is fun here at the fairgrounds this year, and we hope those of you tonight can come back to take part in some of the great oldies music that is going to be part of this tent, and of course
I never got one, but I saw them all the time, especially like during the summertime at fairs and shit.
some of the world-renowned polka bands that are going to be playing in our Alice Nohormick music tent over the next 4 days. We hope that this is as spectacular as our expectations with the Fireball Club, and we certainly hope that this is going to be an asset to the city of Chicopee
Ray Candy. No, that's
for
the
years
wrestler.
and years to come. But tonight we are here to crown one of 14 young ladies Miss Chicopee for the 1991.
Yeah, I remember that. Young ladies. It's the 90s. Some of these girls look like they're middle-aged.
92 year. It begins tonight on the opening night of the World Kielbasa.
Isn't there a guy later on who comes out and he's from some local organization and he gives like kind of a, maybe I was just out of it at the time, but I feel like he gave kind of an incendiary speech. I don't know.
Festival, and for our new Miss Chicopee, it will end at the World Kielbasa Festival, our 19th anniversary edition, which will begin next year. Now, beginning earlier this year, we had 14 young ladies enter the competition. They have already
I never really thought I would look good in one of those hats. I don't know. Bethadone could pull it off, but I feel like I'd feel silly wearing it.
been judged at one time by the judges who interviewed all of them about
Dippin' Dots, we still have those. I don't know if you were in here when I was talking about it, but I went to where did I go? I went to a Tractor Supply store somewhere. I can't remember which one it was, but anyway, they have a Dipping Dots like freezer as you leave.
a week and a half ago.
I gotta try
Spoke to
'em.
them, got to know them, and there has been scoring done already on our 14 entrants. Now, after that, they are going to be judged again this evening on poise intelligence, and we are going to get another young lady who will fill the next step in what is a proud heritage of Miss Chicopee and her court. There are many traditions to the Miss Chicopee contest, and one of them is the person who I'm going to
Also,
introduce.
if you're going to pick a winner, just pick one and stick with it. I don't want any Bobby the Brain Heenan changing your pick as the Royal Rumble goes on.
To you next. Our commentator for this evening, who has been with all of our 14 contestants, who has
Ron
helped
Candy.
them through some of the trauma of being under lights, meeting people for the first time, and being answered to
His voice is so calming.
being able to answer questions spontaneously is a definite asset to the World
really
Kielbasa
is.
Festival and obviously to the Miss Chicopee contest. Would you
Hey, Vinny Slugga, how you doing, buddy? Did you see the video I posted for you and your dad in the shorts?
please give a very, very warm welcome to Renee Lebrecq.
I told the people at McDonald's that your dad was real sensitive about his sweet and sour sauces.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 1991 Miss Chicopee pageant. It is my pleasure to present to you the contestants this evening. Contestant number 1 is Kathleen Bilecki. Kathleen is the daughter of Stanley and Wanda Bilecki of Chicopee. She is 5 feet 2 inches tall,
What'd you
has
think,
brown
Vinny?
hair and green eyes. She's a graduate of Chicopee High School.
Oh,
where
Gary
she
Michael Capetta,
participated
yeah.
on the swim team.
Oh,
She is
man.
currently attending Western New England College, where she's majoring in biology with a minor in chemistry. Her interests include poetry, running, walking, and traveling. And in the future, Kathleen plans to be a marine biologist.
Did they say she's literally in college? I thought this was a high school pageant or a teen pageant. Maybe she's 19.
Contestant number 1, Kathleen Bilecki.
What do you
Thank
mean,
you,
which
Kathleen.
McDonald's? Don't be nosy, Vinny. Just be happy to be in the content.
Contestant number 2 is Melanie Charland. Melanie is the daughter of Thomas and Joyce Charland of Chicopee.
Joyce
She is 5
Charland.
feet 4 inches tall, has dark brown hair and hazel eyes. She is a graduate of Chicopee High School, where she was a member of the debate team. She played softball, was a color guard member,
Debate girl.
and a business club member. She's attending Elms College, where she is majoring in accounting. And she is a member.
Hey, she's only 5'10". 5'10", 180. She's a high school dropout. She visited Yale, or she went to Yale.
Member of the Chicopee High School Alumni Band. Her interests include dancing, marching, crafts, and accounting. And in the future, Melanie plans to become a certified public accountant. Contestant number 2, Melanie Charland. Thank you, Melanie.
Look at that sweet boombox. She looks 30, I agree.
Contestant number 3.
Remember that time we were watching an old, like, 90s whatever, and that girl came out that was part of some, like, love triangle or something? And she looked like she was, like, in her late 20s. She looked like she was, like, Beth Adone's age, and she ended up being, like, 14 years old. I can't believe they could actually, like, do that on TV at the time. Unless she was really older than that, and they were saying it, like, as part of the show or whatever.
Cody. Felita is the daughter of Sergeant and Mrs. Kenneth Ewing. She is 4 feet 11 and a half inches tall, with brown hair and brown eyes. Ewing. She is
Did she say 4'11"? That's heathen height.
4 feet 11 and a half inches tall, with brown hair and brown eyes. She attended Chicopee Comprehensive High School, where she participated.
I didn't see anything bullying in there. It looks to me like well, I mean, you exaggerated her height, I guess, but everything else here is self-reported. She's given us her height, her weight, who her parents are, and that she dropped out of high school.
In cross country, track, softball, and she was president of the Spanish and drama clubs. She is a member of the New Hope Christian Church Choir, and her interests include singing,
New Hope or Mount Hope?
dancing, drawing, and designing. In the future, Felita plans to pursue a career in graphic arts. Contestant number 3, Felita Cody. Thank you, Felita.
Bye, Felita.
Contestant number 4, Jennifer Connor. Jennifer is the daughter of Jeffrey and Christine Connor of Chicopee. She is 5 feet 4 inches tall, has brown hair and hazel eyes. She is a graduate of Chicopee High
Grace
School.
can carry
where
180.
she was
She's
a
got
member
that
of the softball team,
Viking frame.
gymnastics, prom committee, a member of the National Honor Society, yearbook staff, newspaper staff, and library aide. She
Library.
worked at a nursing home as a nurse's aide, and she also works at Casual Corner part-time.
Wow, 2 jobs. She works at the nursing home and at Casual Corner.
Jennifer's interests include dancing and children. And in the future, Jennifer would like to pursue a career in speech pathology.
Oh, the people in the thing? How old would they be now if they're like late teens, early 20s here? 30 years. So yeah, they'd be in their 50s? Maybe?
Contestant number 4, Jennifer Connor. Thank you, Jennifer.
Yeah, these would have been like, yeah, they'd be in their like their 50s, I think. I saw that. It's me. They may make an appearance on Boit Watch.
Contestant number 5.
Along with Bethadone doing blackface.
Cynthia Cutter. Cynthia is the daughter of Joseph Cutter and Effie Sullivan. She is 5 feet 5 inches tall.
Vibology.
Has brown hair and hazel eyes. Cynthia is a graduate of Chicopee Comp High School, where she participated in cheerleading, the drama club, yearbook, junior prom committee, and she was secretary of the drama club. She is currently attending Holyoke Community College, majoring in accounting. She worked with the Channel 5 Make-A-Wish Foundation, and her interests include modeling, photography, telecommunications, and reading. In the future,
there was another synchronicity as well in the Boit. Tony Yeoman's neighbors called the cops on him.
Cynthia plans to pursue a career as an accountant. Contestant number 5, Cynthia Cutter. Thank you, Cynthia.
Very classy. Unlike this guy down here. Looks like Raymond
number
Rougeau.
6, Linda Daly.
I think, doesn't Linda Daly win?
Linda is the daughter of Mark and Chris Daly of Chicopee. She is 5 feet 2 inches tall, has dark brown hair and dark brown eyes. She's a graduate of Chicopee.
What did they call him on? I don't know. It was just in the it was in the title of his video. I don't watch Tony Yeoman until Friday, and then I pick one for Boit Watch Live, and then I like binge watch the rest of them. But I don't watch them till I know which one I want to put on the show at the end of the week.
Chicopee High School, where she participated on the debate team, member of the band, National
Or no,
Honor
wait, there might be another girl who's the daughter of a cop. She might be the one who wins. I can't
Society,
remember.
Pro-Marital Society, and she was the band treasurer. She is currently attending Springfield Technical Community College, and in the future,
I really wouldn't. If you told me that this woman was 40 years old, like I would completely believe it.
Plans to earn a degree in dental
90s
hygiene.
were wild for people's like
Contestant
how
number
they
6, Linda Daly. Thank you, Linda.
look. Negative points on the holding the flower awkward.
Contestant number 7, Alyssa Del Monte.
Oh, heir to the Del Monte canned food fortune.
Alyssa is the daughter of Daniel and Patricia Del Monte of Chicopee. She is 5 feet 2 inches tall, has brown hair and hazel eyes. She is currently attending Chicopee Comprehensive High School, where she participates on the varsity soccer team, varsity track team, National Honor Society. She's a student council member and a home...
ATF Media, Grace could have been a great lacrosse player, but she refuses to apply herself.
Homeroom representative. Alyssa also participates with the St. Anne's Youth Group and the Moose Soccer Camp as a counselor. Her interests include playing the piano, camping, and traveling. And in the future, she would like to major at UMass in biology and environmental sciences. Contestant number 7, Alyssa Del Monte. Thank you, Alyssa.
Tell them, South to West.
Contestant number 8, Trisha Dugray.
Dugray.
Trisha is the daughter of Richard Dugray and Susan Antunes. She is 5 feet 5 inches tall, has brown hair and brown eyes. Trisha is a graduate of Turners Falls High School, where she participated in cheerleading, and she was also
At least
a member...
this looks like it's a dress for a beauty pageant. That one lady's dress looked like it was something you'd wear to like a funeral.
...of the yearbook staff. Trisha is currently attending UMass and the Bay State Medical Center School of Nursing. Trisha volunteers for Meals for the Homeless and has also taught CCD. Her interests include dancing, aerobics, and she enjoys weight training. And in the future, Trisha plans to be a nurse. Contestant number 8,
nurse.
Trisha Dugray. Thank you, Trisha.
Oh, church dress. Yeah, I can see that. It wasn't the worst
Contestant
dress,
number
but it
9,
didn't
Kelly
look like
Hamry.
a beauty pageant dress.
Kelly is the daughter of Philip and Nancy Hamry. She is 5 feet tall,
Chris
has brown
Hammer.
hair and brown eyes. She's a graduate of Cathedral High School, where she participated on the gymnastics team and was the captain, and also a member of the yearbook staff. Kelly has volunteered at Springfield Municipal Hospital, and her interests include swimming, writing, reading poetry, watching
Cicero's
movies,
acting
and
up.
she enjoys children. In the future, Kelly plans to be a pediatric nurse. Contestant number 9, Kelly Hamry. Thank you, Kelly. Contestant number 10, Colleen Harakowitz.
Yeah, the one that was at UMass.
Colleen is the daughter of Chester and Virginia Harakowitz. She is 5 feet, 5 inches tall, has blonde hair and blue eyes. She is currently attending Chicopee Comprehensive High School, where she participates on the tennis team, National Honor Society, Student Council, and yearbook staff. She's also involved with the youth group. And her interests include tennis and shopping, but she also enjoys working with people. In the future, Colleen would like to pursue a career as a nutritionist. Contestant number 10, Colleen Harakowitz. Thank you, Colleen.
VP, I don't know what's going on with her. She was at somebody's house the other day. I haven't been keeping up because I was focused on Heathen and Ruby the last couple of days, but she was in somebody's house for a minute. I know she was hooking up with somebody who she had already hooked up with, which was keeping her body count stable. But I don't know. I don't know what's up with wherever she's at.
Contestant
And then I think she was driving to meet somebody last time I tuned in.
number 11, Tina Lacasse.
She's 6 foot tall, lives in her car, uses dry shampoo,
Tina is the daughter of Phyllis Lacasse of Chicopee.
and pees very loudly.
She is 5 feet 5 inches tall, has light brown hair and hazel green eyes. She is a graduate of Chicopee High School, where she participated on the softball team, was a member of the band, color guard,
I was crashing
chorus,
out before the
and
stream.
promarital societies, and she was also the band treasurer. She is currently attending Springfield Technical Community College, where she's majoring in actuarial
She actually stole all of the money from the club when she left.
sciences, and her interests include bowling, dancing, and crafts. In the future, Tina plans to pursue a degree in mathematics. Contestant number 11, Tina Lacasse. Thank you, Tina.
Tina Lacasse.
Contestant number 12, Maureen Lamontagne.
Hey, don't be so handsy, pal.
Maureen is the daughter of Henry Lamontagne and Diana Dawkins. She is 5 feet 6
Uh-oh.
inches tall, has
Did you hear that? She kept her mom kept her name.
brown hair and brown eyes. She's a
Or
graduate
do you
of
think it's a divorce situation? I keep forgetting we're in the 90s. That could be more possible.
Chicopee High School, where she participated in the color guard, and she was the assistant rifle captain. She was a member
Rifle
of the Girl Scouts
captain.
of America, and Maureen's interests include music, roller skating, and drawing. In the future, Maureen plans to own her own recording
Did she say her hobbies include roller skating and crying?
studio. In the future, include music, roller skating, and drawing.
Trying?
In the future, Maureen plans to own her own recording studio. Contestant number 12, Maureen Lamontagne. Thank you, Maureen.
Maureen I would say that's probably the biggest crowd reaction.
Contestant number 13, Bonnie Leonard. Bonnie is the daughter of David and Gloria Leonard. She is 5 feet 5 inches tall, has dirty blonde hair, and hazel
Like, I would have
eyes.
thought this was somebody's
She
mom.
graduated from Chicopee Comprehensive High School, where she was a cheerleader and participated on a gymnastic team.
How in the world is he saying drawing? I can't hear that at all. It sounds like crying or drying.
She is currently attending Holyoke Community College, where she's majoring in business
It's getting redundant. Don't worry, there's only 14 more contestants, and we only have 6 more segments of the beauty pageant throughout the show.
administration, and she's also involved with the Girl Scouts. Bonnie's interests include gymnastics, dancing, bowling, and softball, and in the future she plans to pursue a degree in business administration. Contestant number 13, Bonnie Leonard. Thank you, Bonnie.
You heard drawing, really? Like, I wouldn't have even thought of that as a possibility. Maybe it's the accent. I don't interpret it very well. What's up, corn dog?
And contestant number 14 is Kenya Overton. Kenya is the daughter of Roxanne Overton Peterkin and Henderson Peterkin. She is 5
What?
feet 2 inches. Roxanne Overton Peterkin.
Stan Overton Peterton. Stan Overton Peterton and
Henderson Peterkin.
Henderson Peterkin. Okay.
She is 5 feet 2 inches tall, has brown eyes and brown hair. She graduated from Chicopee Comprehensive High School, where she was a cheerleader.
Yeah, this is to be crowned the 1991 Miss Kielbasa.
On the gymnastics team, president
Kielbasa
of the Drama
Festival.
Club, a member of the Student Council, National Honor Society, and she was named Who's Who among high school students for 3 years.
Who's who?
Kenya's interests include dancing, aerobics, and volleyball. In the future, Kenya would like to pursue a career as an actuarial scientist.
I'm going to write profiles like this for all the Boit people, and then we'll have a get to know a new Boit person community post every once in a while.
Contestant number 14, Kenya Overton. Thank you, Kenya. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present to you one more time
Yes,
the 1991
please
Miss
give us our
Chicopee
names back.
contestants. Could you please stand up, girls, and face the audience?
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to thank all of our contestants for being part
This guy's just got such a great voice. I can't get over it.
of the Miss Chicopee contest this year. Contestants, you may now leave and go back.
Are we voting? I couldn't care less about these people in this beauty pageant. What's up, Terry? You got the colored vote? Wow.
To the area where you can rest and relax for just a few moments.
Does anybody remember one of them being mentioned as the daughter of a cop?
And ladies and gentlemen, those of you who are viewing on Channel 5 in Chicopee and those of you who are in the tent,
Channel
we will be back
5.
at
Okay,
8
so
o'clock.
Channel 5 in Chicopee is the whatever CWC or CCW, whatever George's. The channel that shows prime time is Channel 5 in Chicopee.
To announce our finalists and Miss Chicopee.
Lovely, lovely ladies.
Now back to this.
And stay with us. In
bozo.
a few minutes, we'll be going back to the oldies tent. Jack O'Neill and more of the Miss Chicopee pageant.
He also gets progressively worse, and I think there's a really awkward interview toward the end.
But right now, it's time
CSC,
for one of
there
our
you go.
own. George Dorunda from Prime Time. George is our culinary engineer, and he's doing
This is completely smooth delivery.
just that here at our culinary engineer, and he's doing just that here at the festival.
Yes, you don't only have to eat kielbasa at the Big K-Fest 91. We have some
K-Fest.
guamki and some pierogi, courtesy of Chachi D's. And another theory, Old polka stars never fade away. They turn into guamki and pierogi makers.
Hi, George.
We have the famous Happy Louie and Yulcha and
Son.
And son.
Son-in-law.
Son-in-law. Well, we got it straight. How long have you had this business, Chuchy D's?
My wife started the business. We've been in Granby, Massachusetts, about a year.
Shut up,
a little over a year.
ATF Media. Stop bullying
And
my
are they delicious?
parasocial
Are they
relationship
delicious?
with Grace Thorpe.
Well, I'll be the judge of that because I am the food expert around here. Let's see.
All you're gonna do bringing her up like that is make me think about her, and then I'm gonna want to talk about her.
How many forks we get on this?
It's your fault.
Louis, here, Louis. You host for a while.
All right. Jimmy Shepoja.
No singing here. Ah. It's better than it looks. And moving on. Let's see, nice pierogi. Now, are these?
I won't sing though.
No, don't sing this time.
I won't sing this. I'll just hold a microphone.
But what do we have
Man,
here?
look at
Don't sing
George.
this time.
He did not want to give that mic up.
I won't sing this. I'll just hold a microphone.
But what do we have here? Is it cabbage?
Oh no, you got Combat on PlayStation? What for? I can't turn comms on anymore because it seems like with the AI auto like listening to you and whatever in a lot of the games that have group or proximity chat, I feel like I see people get banned for like the most mundane things.
Cabbage, right?
All cabbage, my favorites.
All fresh cabbage.
If you guys want to, we can watch the reboot Reflection, but the problem with that is we have to watch it again like next week, so.
And they're
Here
fresh
we
cabbage.
go. All fresh cabbage. Well, who would expect? Nothing but the best, right?
That's right.
Oh, well, you shouldn't get banned for that.
Look, for having...
I would love to stream Fortnite and just to do proximity chat, and like lobby chat, but you can't do that kind of. You can't do fun shit anymore.
Too much fun.
Don't you think that like they should offer a place like flag your account that you want to be like in the cistern with the scum in the game, and like you know what I mean, like a maybe not no holds barred atmosphere, but within a much more open environment.
Here at K-Fest 91. We'll be right back. Back to you, Steve.
Well, as always, it's a
I'm open to whatever. We probably have like half an hour or an hour maybe of content time after the Kielbasa Festival.
night here at the Kielbasa
Unless ATF Media keeps bringing up Grace, and then I have to keep pausing to talk about her.
Festival. So if you've got time, come on out and enjoy the festivities. And the main portion of the festivities is the great polka music and the Alice.
Yeah, it took longer for this guy to stumble through the introduction to George than it did for George to eat like 3 different foods.
tent. And that's what we're going to enjoy right now.
Was that one of the contestants? There's the health department guy. Man. You guys know I love a good horn kick in. Oh yeah. No, that probably would trigger the copyright. We're very themed here, Go Hogs. We have to stick with our theme for the day. We got to keep it in Dorundaverse. I think there have been, though, multiple segments of the different old timers that George talks to talking about Weird Al's dad. You see that guy in the chat, ATF Media? He gets like real upset if you do anything that's off the topic of the show. You made it onto Ask Arn anything? No. Is it on the newest episode? I'll have to check it out. Do you want me to play it tomorrow for the... Do you want me to play it tomorrow during Memphis Wrestling?
A number of ideas on how I'd introduce the next segment. You know, we'd refer to George.
All right. I'll show it tomorrow.
George Dorunda as a real pierogi expert.
George Dorunda.
But you couldn't. You know, we'd refer to George Dorunda as a real pierogi on how I'd introduce the next segment. You know, we'd refer to George Dorunda as a real pierogi expert. But you couldn't have a Polish festival or a Kielbasa festival without pierogies. So here's George at Millie's.
10, 9, 8. Yeah, who cares about counting it?
We've seen him with the Millie's people, right, during the Taste of Chicopee, I want to say. I remember them goofy outfits.
Anymore, Jen? 10, 9, 8. Yeah, who cares about counting anymore, Jen? I'm hungry. We're at Millie's Pierogi, Millie's of Chicopee. Hi, and welcome to the big program. We're live tonight at the Big K-Fest 91.
Yes, we are.
And you're originally from Chicopee?
Of course.
And, of course, Chicopee's
Look at George's hair just blowing in the wind.
Yes, pierogi. And what are we going to sample here?
We're going to bring you some pierogies. Cabbage,
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Potato and cheese.
One of each.
Cabbage and cheese, potato and cheese, and a soda in my Millie's mug.
Well, and he's holding the corn dog.
Well, it doesn't get any better than this, folks. How long have you been in business at Millie's?
Did George ever marry? I don't believe George ever married, but in my mind, in my fanfic, I think he hooked up with Michelle LaFong. I felt like they had a thing, and then we're pretty sure that he also got to consummate his crush with what's her name, Carolyn Lee. But I don't think he ever married. No.
We've owned Millie's 16 years.
So it's 16 years worth of experience.
Oh, sure.
And I'm sure they're absolutely delicious.
They are wonderful.
Of course,
handmade.
I'll be the judge.
Okay.
Of course, everything is completely touched by human hands.
That's true. He does look like he could work there.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, here. Why don't you host for a while?
Gotcha.
You host, and I've got a sample here. Or it doesn't matter.
Better with your fingers.
What's up, Scott?
Excellent. That one was cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's see which one this is.
Potato.
Potato, another excellent variety.
Cabbage is the best.
My favorite. And of course, I noticed you followed my instructions. Lots of extra butter. You're right, cabbage is the best.
Mm-hmm.
And so good here at Big K-Fest 91. And I'll tell you, my cholesterol is going to be about 1,000 by the time I'm through, but who cares about cholesterol? Hey,
oh boy.
It's going to be about 1,000 by the time I'm through, but who cares about cholesterol? Hey, back to you, Steve.
And now...
TBH, Terrapin Fred, that doesn't... I could, in an alternate world, absolutely, I could see Dorunda being like an Ed Powers type individual, you know?
An integral part of every Kielbasa Festival in recent years has been the
He's like, and here comes my favorite part, the free food.
oldies music. Now high variety over in the oldies tent.
Oh boy. This band.
Here comes the sun, here comes the song. I said, it's alright.
They were like, hey, listen, everybody, we're all going to get together. We're going to try to really make this big break. This guy Dorunda's here. He's the guy that shoots the videos. He's the producer for Reflection. We're trying to get his attention. We're trying to get on Channel 5. Let's just all make sure we wear matching outfits. And the one guy all the way down at the end was like, fuck that noise. Yeah, George do love the extra butter. I mean, I don't know that he died of heart disease, but I mean, I think it said a heart attack, cardiac incident or something like that. I think anyway. I can't believe he died while we were watching the show for the first time. The specific cause of death for musician and entertainer George J. Dorunda Jr. was not publicly disclosed. He passed away on July 22nd, 2025 at the Spartanburg Medical Center in Spartanburg, South Carolina. I'm going to ask AI why George refused to talk to him.
The sun is shining on these pretty ladies in 1991 for the Miss Chickabee pageant. We got some beautiful weather this whole weekend, some great groups coming up. Right now you're listening to High Variety.
Okay, so I asked AI, why would George Dorunda refuse to speak with me even though he knew I was passionate about primetime and its legacy? It is completely understandable to feel frustrated or confused when trying to reach out to someone about a project you are deeply passionate about. However, the primary reason George Dorunda would not respond or speak with you is that he sadly passed away. The self-proclaimed New England megastar, musician, and creator of the 1990s public access television series Primetime passed away July 22nd, 2025 at the age of 67. Because of this, any recent attempts to contact him directly... Now, this is again from the AI mode. Any attempts to contact him directly via email, social media, or his website will unfortunately go unanswered. Keeping the legacy alive. If you want to channel your passion for primetime and ensure its legacy isn't forgotten, you can still engage with his work and the community that celebrates him. There are online communities and content creators who host chill streams dedicated to watching Primetime with George Dorunda. These streams review old clips, interviews, and segments from his famous local television era. Wow. So the number one way to celebrate George Dorunda's legacy is to watch this show. Well, I guess I can take solace in that, I guess. Yeah, George died while we were watching the show the first time through, and I had reached out to him, and he and I know that he was seeing him because he was active on YouTube at the time, but he was just only posting videos of like dumb women that were making him mad, and then also like trees falling over. So, but he never wanted to talk to me. This guy looks like he'd be the leader of like a sexual assault gang in a 70s Italian exploitation film. I've been haunted by it ever since. I've really never been the same. I feel like it's a tale of two live streamers before and after. I'm not sure if he was buried, to be honest. I don't know if I'd care for that. I would rather go to the Big E, where he went to all the taste tests and shit. And yes, that's where Grace Thorpe went for Hooplandia. And I'd pay tribute to him that way. I'd go into a grave or something. I don't know. That feels like the guy George Dorunda, as opposed to like, you know, the TV star George Dorunda. Good to see Gene Simmons getting some work. I mean, I do pay my tributes to him during my IRLs. I try to go to events that I like would think were funny on primetime, like when I went to the gym and rock, whatever that thing was. Well, I reached out to the Janiks as well, and they have thus far ignored me. But Doug Locke has talked to me, and I do feel like if I were to reach back out to him and be like, "Hey, Doug, I really want to talk to you about, you know, that Star Wars desk that you have that looks like Darth Vader got like a desk from Uday Hussein or something," and try to sneak in some questions about primetime. I think he would talk to me. I own several suits. If I put on a suit and then I have my hat off and like my hair's like, you know, clean and fluffy, I look like I'm in like the leader of like an outlaw country band.
All the young rascals, loving for you. Thank you. From the movie Ghost. Something called Unchained Melody.
I went to a taste test thing again to try to do the content that Dorunda did, and I didn't end up trying any of the food. And then people got all freaked out because when a cop walked by, I went, "Uh-oh," and they were like, "Oh my God, the cop's gonna tase you."
And the girls will be coming back with the decision by the judges in just a moment or so.
No, he was here earlier, south to west. He's under the weather. Remember, he had to go to the doctor. I know this is going to sound weird if you know the rest of my content, but I really don't like to taste foods. Like stuff that I don't like. I don't want to eat pierogies or whatever. I would not like to try most things. They pressed a button in your anus where you got sick in the ears. Okay. Wow! They should get the XPW guy to sing for him. They're like, hey, listen, make sure the fake fireplace is on screen. Take off the hat? No, I don't take it off on the live stream. Thank you, though, Gobbledygook. You can see me without the without my hat on in a bunch of videos. Let me see. In fact, last time I took a video without my hat on, it put, you know, that crazy lady Kim in the chat, it put her box on such overdrive that she burnt out and never came back. Here we go, I found it. People don't like it when I have the glasses off. It upsets them for some reason. There you go. Thank you, Gobbledygook, though, for the $2. XPW guy and Joey Styles. Wow! What's up, Randy? It's really cool that they got Gary Busey on the drums. ATF, do you have an account at the Polish National Credit Union? Jeffy, yeah, does the hair looks like. He's given sage advice to the security guards between sets. There's also one Grace watch along where I was just in a complete fuck it mode. So I just wore like a, you remember in the Karate Kid when they beat up the Karate Kid and they all have on the skeleton things? I have on one of those. And then I just like, I have my hair pulled back into like a Euro trash ponytail.
Hi, this is Chad Matthews, all around the grounds of K-Fest 91. And on top of all of the singing...
Oh, thank you, Gobbledygook. Yeah, it really upset Kim. It put her over the top. She's literally hasn't been back.
Drinking, dancing, everything going on here. There are many good causes happening here, including what's going on here at the Sunshine Village booth. And here to speak to us about it is Gina Golash. Hi, Gina.
Hi, Chad. How you doing
Gina
tonight?
What's happening here?
Okay, we're having a rip ticket contest where you come and you buy a ticket for $25, and if your last three numbers are the same, you get to pick one of our prizes.
So there's no real skill involved.
No skill whatsoever.
Oh, this is something I would be very good at. And all of the proceeds benefit Sunshine Village.
Sunshine Village. We're a nonprofit agency.
I will say this, though. It does pay off to try new things because I didn't know I could eat spicy food. I just assumed that I couldn't. And then I really wanted to try, like, the ghost pepper nuggets at Burger King. And I tried them, and I didn't really think they were hot. And then my friend thought they were, like, super hot. So, like, I didn't have any idea that I could, like...
That helps over 250 individuals with
easily
developmental
eat
disabilities
spicy foods.
from Western Massachusetts.
Great. And once again, they just have to come here,
Give us a quarter.
There are no burnt bridges. That's them choosing to act a certain way. Just because there happens to be a lot of them is irrelevant.
a quarter or $4 for $1.
Don't forget Kinetic Kel, Lindsay Valandry, Clarence.
Rip open the ticket, and if the numbers match, they get to pick a
Truthfully, Trisha.
prize.
A great stuffed animal here. Yep. Okay, great. Once again, come see the Sunshine Village booth. And Dennis isn't here. He sent you down.
Yes, he did, to talk to you. I guess he didn't want to.
I guess not. I'm not surprised. Okay, we'll be back.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I found a video the other day. It was like half an hour long. It was have you guys ever heard of paper marbling? It's supposed to be like an unintentional ASMR thing, but I added it to like a eventual like lo-fi day.
Once again, good evening and welcome to the Miss Chickabee contest.
She really didn't though. Like she really didn't spurg out of nowhere, and she knows it, and that's why she deleted her account, and because she's embarrassed of her behavior. She has been very open recently that she's having mental health issues. And she's chosen to project those upon me, that it's my fault that she's having all these mental health issues and that her friends and her husband are telling her that whatever. Keep in mind, I've interacted with Corey Devotions, including watching her content, for under an hour, I would say, except for when she came into the chat and talked about how honored she was to be part of the, Fusion Studios family. She's going through some mental health issues for whatever reason. She made a big video about it, and she just crashed out over that picture. I think what really happened is her husband, that's how her husband found out that she was posting those kind of pictures on YouTube, was that she got mad because I shared the picture of her from the gym where her jugs were all sweaty. And so then I think she probably complained to him. And then he's like, whoa, why are you putting pictures like this on YouTube? Because then she took it all down, like almost immediately after like virtue signaling to me a few times.
It's the 18th World Kielbasa Festival. The judges have completed.
Move into hair reveal? No. I mean, I do on the things when I feel like it.
They're judging to name our 5 finalists for the evening. But before we name the finalists, we would like you to give a warm welcome to all 14.
Yeah, Kim was the one who, she posted, I think, the pictures of her daughter dancing in the basement. And then, she would be outside schizo-yapping with, all kinds of crazy color swirls and cats rubbing up against her legs. And she's like, you don't get to tell me what to do. I was born under the sign of the promised angel.
14 of our contestants who have just done a splendid job in representing themselves and certainly the city of Chickabee through the Miss Chickabee.
No, Kim has been around since her elimination. She hasn't been around since she made a video saying that she wasn't going to change her underwear or her pants or something until I changed my hat. So I wore another hat, if you remember. I acquiesced to her and I wore a different hat in a stream one time, but that wasn't good enough. So then I made that video. And then when she saw that video, she felt so mogged, she left permanently.
Chickabee contest at this point this evening. To once again welcome all of our contestants, please.
Well, and if you read the post, it was absolutely respectful. I said that she was taking a break from YouTube, which is true because she is having a mental health crisis and a quote unquote, I don't know what this means, but a quote, autism burnout. So she was taking a break. So I just made a post and I said, hey, here's this person that most of you have watched. and that we're kind of following, and she's taking a break from YouTube. I hope everything works out, even if you're gone now, your art, we're going to make, your art will be immortal here with us. And that was it. And then she just, she like crashed out because, well, okay, her main issue is that I called her by her business name, Corey Devotions, which is the name of her channel. She wanted me to use her government name, and I refused to do it. I don't understand the point of it. I just call people by the name of their channel.
Give a warm welcome to Renee Lebrecq.
Adult temper tantrum.
Hey, one last time, the contestants for this evening are Kathleen Valenti.
Clip my channel. Why can't you?
Melanie Charland.
Yeah, well, I think she had just about everybody blocked. And all of these people, Corey Devotions, Kim, Lindsay Valandry, Truthfully Trisha, these are all very one-sided thing. I have no ill will toward any of them. I would like to continue to cover all of them if they all weren't so, snowflakey about how they're handled.
Cody.
My husband and my friends told me that they didn't appreciate your veiled criticism of me. I'm sorry, I criticized you? Ouch. It's like right in the fucking title of Fair Use. For teaching, for criticism, it's like, it's the first thing.
Jennifer Connor. Cynthia Cutter. Linda Daly.
Your veiled
Alyssa
criticism.
Del Monte. Trisha Dugray. Kelly Hamry. Colleen Harakowitz. Tina
Lacasse.
Maureen Lamontagne. Bonnie Lennart. And Kenya Overton.
And I mean, realistically, when she was in the chat, I told her directly to her face, I said that Indian feather hat video is very polarizing for people. If any of you that were in here, remember, she's like, oh, why would it be polarizing? I'm like, well, XYZ. Like, it's not like anything was, I don't really veil anything. I mean, remember, I told Grace that I thought the kick stuff was garbage, and then that got, got the Spud archive access kicked off.
The 1991 Miss Chicopee contestants.
I'm not researching any of these people, no.
Ladies and gentlemen, to this point, the judges have reached a decision on who our 5 finalists are. I would ask Rory Miller.
I felt weird
of the
leaving a
Fireball Club, who
voicemail
has the envelope, to
for
please
Jeff
bring it up
Janet's
here now.
DJ service. You think you cranked it out to Kim? You probably cranked it out to her dead daughter, to be honest, if you were doing it to those dancing videos.
Thank you, Rory. Now, to our contestants, I would ask when your name is called as a finalist, if you would please just take one step
Harvey
forward.
Freebird.
We're going to announce
Harvey
our 5
Freebird.
finalists in no particular order.
Harvey Freebird, a member of the National Criminal Organization known as Auditors, did dox me with intent to Officer Pompous, Harvey Freebird, 300 black teens that have been drinking for hours. Do not call the police. I think that was Cody Turbo's theory because... But I don't know, because unless she was just a really, like, mind-fucky person, like, I feel like she would talk to me about what she was going to wear in the videos.
Our 5 finalists for Miss Chicopee. Our first finalist, Kenya Overton. Our second finalist is Felita Cody.
Do not call the police.
Our third finalist is Cynthia Cutter. Our fourth finalist.
You know what? The Heathen really did deserve to win because Ruby's fantastic, but he's on such a run, and there's so many things that happen to where I want to cut a Heathen promo. Like anytime somebody says they're having trouble sleeping or eating, I say, I have not ate, I have not slept, I have not rest.
It's Kelly Hamry. And our fifth finalist.
Cody and Beth hurting each other in chat. Well, Beth is on aside from the blackface stream, she's on an upswing. So Cody's, he can't really dunk on her right now.
Is Jennifer Connor. Your 5 finalists for Miss Chickabee, ladies and gentlemen.
This guy's voice is as gold as
we
his
would
hair.
now ask the rest of the contestants if you'd please exit the stage and take your seats right in the front row. Please give them a warm round of applause as they leave the stage. Thank you very much.
I want to hear him say that they can't shut down the Kielbasa Festival just because people have seen a shark.
At this point, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to speak to each of our 5 finalists individually, ask them a question, and the judges are going to grade them on the response to that question. Now,
remember that panicked video where the Heathen was just showing firearm after firearm to the screen? Here's my shotgun. This is my AR-15. If attacked, I will defend myself.
During the finals. Our judges are not our judges, but several members of the committee, including Renee, chose 7 questions. Renee has those questions in her hand right now, and we will ask.
Yeah, literally, like he's just literally filming his life. Like if the cameras were off, nothing about the Heathen's content would change. Like that's a pretty powerful, I think.
Our group to pick one of the 7 questions. We will ask it, and our judges will be grading them on the response to that question.
Well, not our
we'll
judges,
begin with
but
our
a
first
committee.
finalist, Felicia Cutter. Or Felicia Cody. Hi, Felicia. How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Just fine. Renee, if you would like to give her, just pick one of those and then hand it to me. Thank you. Okay, so Felita, if someone from out of town asked you about the Kielbasa Festival, what would you tell them?
Well, if someone from out of town asked me about the Kielbasa Festival, I'd have to say that it's about the most fun you can have under a tent. There's games, there's prizes, there's food, and most of all, you can just take your family and have a good time. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Felita. Felita Cody, ladies and
Lousy
gentlemen.
answer. I mean, out of 10, I would give that like a 2. Very rehearsed, very wooden. It felt like she was just trying to recite it, rather it wasn't coming from her heart,
Our next finalist is Jennifer Connor. Jennifer? Jennifer, if you'd please pick one of the questions. Jennifer, if a younger child asked you about the Miss Chickabee pageant, what would you tell them?
I would tell them this has been the most fun I've had since I've ever been born that I can remember. I've met wonderful people. It's an experience that will be held in my heart for years. Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer. Jennifer Connor, ladies and gentlemen.
Would I give the other lady a 3, 4? At least that's coming from the heart, but terrible delivery, not a good promo. This is the most fun I've had ever since I was first born. No.
And our third finalist, Cynthia Cutter. Hi, Cynthia.
Hi. Hi, how are you?
I'm just fine. Would you do the honors and pick one of the questions, please? Thank you. Cynthia, do you think...
A girthy, salty meat worthy of celebrating? That sounds like the kind of thing Hurricane Paro could get behind.
Sex education
He's a big meat celebrator.
should be taught to the younger children in the school system.
Well, in some ways I do, because some parents don't let their children know about those kind of things.
I feel like she did say that, but I'm not sure, South to West, that she said that right during a beauty pageant. A so-called beauty pageant.
But in some ways you don't, because when they're younger, they're more influenced and they think, hey, it's okay. So there's two ways to go about it. But
Oh
my
my
opinion
God,
is that they
ATF.
should be taught maybe in the middle school.
Thank you, Cynthia. Cynthia Cutter, ladies and gentlemen.
5.
And our fourth finalist is
Nothing terrible, not really memorable though, just kind of there, average 5.
Kelly Hamry. Kelly, would you be kind enough to take one of the questions?
Woo!
Kelly, if you could go back into history, what one thing would you change, and would you tell us why?
One thing I would change is education about war and peace of foreign countries, because not enough students in high school even know geography and ways of governments
What's
in
up,
other
Montero?
countries, and that would make everyone understand what is going on today, and that way there everything would mend better.
Okay, Kelly Hamry, ladies and gentlemen.
4.
And our fifth finalist, Kenya Overton. Kenya, if you'd be kind enough to take one of these. Kenya, in 10 years, how do you see yourself?
In 10 years, I see myself as a successful black woman in America. I see myself as an actuary scientist doing the things that I really want to do in life. And I see myself as achieving the success that I want.
Very good. Kenya.
I see myself as achieving the success that I want to do in life.
No.
And I see myself as achieving the success that I want.
Very good. Kenya Overton, ladies and gentlemen. Your 5 finalists for Miss Chicopee. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Renee is going to escort our finalists off the stage. They'll be back in just a few moments, and they get a well-deserved break. Give them a warm round of applause, please.
Yeah, I mean, this is a very strange beauty pageant.
At this point, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to introduce some people who have had what we
He's having some problems with Panax ginseng this morning.
hope is a very special and spectacular
What a
year.
voice.
And that is the current court for Miss Chicopee.
I want to hire this guy, if he's still alive, to read all of the notes Ruby wrote while she was on crack.
They are here this evening, and we would like you to meet them and give them a warm round of applause for their final night in serving on the court of
warm
Miss
round?
Chicopee. Our fourth runner-up from last year, Brenda Paz. Brenda?
Would you mind coming back as the 4th runner-up?
Come on up. Yeah, you can come up. Our third runner-up from last year, Michelle Poulin. Last year's second runner-up, Eva Marie Cox. Our first runner-up from last year, Gina Scanapico.
Jenna Scanapino sounds like a sightings name.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the court from Miss Chicopee that has served this community so very well over the past year. Please give them a warm round of applause.
Hey, folks, come down to the bingo hall and meet the 3rd runner-up. What did they do? How did they serve the community?
We would also like to acknowledge this evening some
Eric
women who are
McHenry.
seated to my left, to your right, who have played an integral part in the history of this festival and the history of this city. Former Miss Chicopees who are here this evening. A young lady who has been here for every year of the World Kielbasa Festival and has really been an asset to this city. She was Miss Chicopee in 1932.
Whoa.
Would you please give a warm welcome?
So that's about 60 years. Wow. To them, I mean.
To Mary Rosick. Mary? We welcome more of our friends from 1987.
We're all so very, very close
Stacia Mazer
to the waterfall.
Stacia?
Classy trad girl.
Our 1988 Miss Chicopee, Nancy Bazin.
It's been a tough year.
(1989's Miss Chicopee, Sharon Mazier. And I don't call our next guest a former Miss Chicopee just yet. She was selected Miss Chicopee exactly 1 year ago on this night on this stage, and it has been a very interesting and we hope a very fulfilling year for her. Would you all please give a very warm welcome to Miss Chicopee of 1990-91, Amber Lee Pajak.
That's the power of Boit madness. It's like a virus. Gets all these people into all these new algorithms. It really is honest. It really is just like a commercial for their channels, in effect. We just decide who's got the better commercials.
Good evening. First, I would like to say thanks to the members of the Fireball Club. For those of you who don't know who...
It's the guy from the Fireball Club that's going to be being weird later.
These people are. They are a group of wonderfully flattering men who voluntarily donate their time and energy to making the Kielbasa Festival better than the years before. Next, a thanks to Debbie Boronsky, the new Chicopee Chamber of Commerce president, who offers a fresh, new, creative way of handling Chicopee's issues. A special thanks to Mr. Akelin, who has coordinated the Miss Chicopee contest for since the beginning. He really deserves special recognition for his constant energy and his ability to make the Miss Chicopee and her court a very special event. Thanks to the Chicopee corporations for donating the wonderful gifts I and Miss Chicopee Court received. Also to the judges who donate their time.
Somebody cut the mic.
I wish the new Miss Chicopee the best of luck in her reign, and her court the best wishes for a wonderful year. And last, to people who support the Miss Chicopee contest with smiles and waves. Thank you.
Thank you, Amber. Great job. And now I'd like to call on a member of the committee for the Miss Chicopee and a member of the Fireball Club, Fred Akelin, to make the presentation of the Miss Congeniality Award. Now, the Miss Congeniality Award is voted by...
For a while, Terrapin Fred, my entire shorts feed, or whatever you call them, yeah, I think they're called shorts on here, it was all women pressing their private parts into the snow.
All of the contestants to one of their own, for someone who has the personality and everything that is necessary to carry that title of Miss Congeniality. Fred Akelin.
Are you suggesting, Ananje, that we may not see a peaceful transfer of power at the 1991 Chicopee Kielbasa Festival?
To say, I have a presentation to make. You're going to have to announce who the winner
I tell this guy to get off the stage.
Is on this thing, if we don't know yet. So, since you tore that envelope so beautiful before with your gentle hands, I hope you can do it again.
Oh man, it's such a good era to be in. Or the women dunking their boxes in the streams.
Fred is unwrapping the bowl, which can be a trick in itself when Fred gets involved in things like that. Are you set? Okay. Miss Congeniality for 1991-92 is Tricia Dugray. Tricia, would you come up here, please?
Now, though, my shorts feed is back to a good blend of primarily Coco Star, but also some James Edward Holden mixed in with like Jose Sanders. I get a lot of his shorts.
I asked Tricia, I said, would you like to say something? She said, what am I supposed to say? Whatever you would like. Did you have a good time?
Yes, I did. I had a great time, and I met a lot of great girls, and I think
You
they're
got
all
robbed,
wonderful.
Tricia.
Thank you very much.
Tricia Dugray, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Congeniality for 1991.
Miss Congeniality. Miss Congeniality means you should have won, but some of the other girls might not have taken it well, but like you'll take the L.
Just before we bring back our 5 finalists, there's one more person that certainly belongs up on this stage this evening. This man is a person who has lived with the World Kielbasa Festival for the past 12 months. He's the president of the Fireball Club, and he's been charged with the responsibility of having all of us put everything together for everything that you see tonight and will see right through Sunday night. He has done a phenomenal job again. He is our friend. He is our leader. Would you please give a very warm welcome to the president of the Fireball
Linda
Club,
Hogan.
Mr. Wayne Nauman.
I actually, yeah, I'm right there with you, Terrapin Fred. I've got the playlist already loaded up on those. They've been on my peripheral. I've got a couple things that I was working on. I just finished the last of the Death Race movies. So I think I might review a few of his. I was looking at the, starting with like Old Rugged Cross. Or, no, I was going to do Pickleball Princess. For the Tan Man synchronicity.
Thanks, Jack. Thank you, everybody. You having a good time? Okay. On behalf of the Fireball Club, I'd like to thank every one of you girls for entering the contest. You know, I think you've probably heard this before, but we really mean it. Every one of you are winners. I'd like to thank Amber and her court for the past year. You've been wonderful. We've really enjoyed having you with us. We'll miss you, and we'll hope we'll see more of you for the rest of the years to come. And our judges, I want to thank you all for the great work you've done. We really appreciate it. I feel like I'm getting an Academy Award here. And again,
I'm worried about this guy on stage, but yeah, Doll King is in hard times for sure.
Finally, for all of you people, for your support of the Fireball Club, the Kielbasa Festival over the years, it's through your efforts of support for us that we can put this on, for the Chamber of Commerce, and for the many charities that we helped us. We try.
Is that a direct insult toward Boyd character, the Powdered Dusty, Cody Turbo?
To support. It all depends on the success of the festival.
I couldn't even put a tablecloth on.
Depends on voluntary help. Again, thank you. I hope you all come back sometime again during the weekend to enjoy the rest of the festivities. We've got some great entertainment for you. And again, thank you very much. And I wish everyone the best of luck.
Everyone here is a winner. You're all winners.
Thank you, Wayne.
Okay, so here's World Kielbasa Festival Tape 2.
And now we would like to call up our 5 finalists one more time. The 5 finalists will comprise.
This is
Miss
going
Chickabee
by a
and
lot
her court
faster the
for
second time. I feel like the first time
1991-92.
felt like it was taking all day.
Our first finalist, Felita Cody.
The winner is you.
Jennifer Connor.
Polish beer.
Cynthia Cutter.
I think Carolyn Lee has her own brewery.
Kelly Hamry. and Kenya Overton. Your 5 finalists for Miss Chicopee, ladies and gentlemen. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce 4 people to you who have given of themselves an extraordinary amount of time in helping make this contest possible. They are the people who volunteered to be our judges this evening in the World Kielbasa Festival Miss Chicopee contest. They have donated their time over several nights during the past month, culminating this evening at the World Kielbasa Festival. Our first judge is a gentleman who has been very involved in higher education throughout New England at Northeastern University and several colleges, Michael Dvorak. Michael? Our second judge you can hear every morning and during the day on WMAS Radio. She is the news director of WMAS AM and FM, Pat Gaffney. Pat?
If Dave was here, he'd be like, oh yeah, Gaffney, the voice of Massachusetts. Look at the guy behind her panicking to get her chair in place in time.
She is the news director of WMAS AM and FM, Pat Gaffney. Pat? Our next judge is also from the media, a gentleman who is involved in Kicks Radio, WPKX, the country station in Springfield, Mr. Gary Hebda. Gary? And our final judge is the Associate Director of the Greater Springfield Convention and Visitors Bureau, Mary Kay Wydra. Mary Kay? Thank you all, and thank all of you for all of your work this evening. Can I just ask, have you reached a decision on who the finalists in the court in Miss Chicopee is? Because I would dearly love to introduce Miss Chicopee and her court if we could get an envelope.
Who's got the envelope?
The 4th runner-up for Miss Chicopee in 1991 is Kelly Hamry. Kelly, would you take a step forward, please?
Last place.
The 3rd runner-up, Kenya Overton.
Oh, sorry, Cody Turbo.
The 2nd runner-up, Felita Cody. And then there were 2. We're going to do these fast. Our first runner-up for the title of Miss Chicopee, 1991.
Why would they do first runner-up? Why wouldn't you say, and now, Miss Kielbasa Festival Chicopee? Why would you do the first runner-up and then it's kind of anticlimactic?
Is Jennifer Connor, and Miss Chicopee is Cynthia Cutter, ladies and gentlemen.
Here she is, Miss Kielbasa Fest, pride of Chicopee.
Amber, you never had to put it on somebody else before, did you? Amber, you never had to put it on somebody else.
He says you never, he's still mad about the envelope. He's saying you never had to wait on anybody, have you? Oh, put it on somebody else. I thought he was still upset about the envelope. That was kind of a sneak diss, him saying like, oh, you're used to being the queen. That's over. Welcome back to reality.
Look, she's never had to put it on anybody before, you know? That'll work, huh? Cynthia? Can you kind of tell us how you feel right about now?
Listen, take the sash off and leave, okay?
Very excited, very happy. I
finally did it. I don't know what else to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Chicopee of 1991, Cynthia Cutter.
There is a mighty spirit.
That's how life is, Virginia Woolf.
In Salisbury, Maryland.
That's why the women of the Stanford women's volleyball team will have every opportunity in life.
We are being fed. In Wind Falls, Indiana, a man who learned to read at 47 is making sure others learn earlier. In Hope, New Mexico, people turned an abandoned school into a thriving community center.
Isn't she out of the picture now?
In Boston, Massachusetts, neighbors set up a crime hotline that's making their streets safer. From Seattle to Galveston.
Galveston? No way.
From Seattle to Galveston. From Buffalo to Fargo. Every day, someone in America is doing something to light up another life. But there is so much more to do. The light to do it is within us all. We only need to share it. Contact the Points of Light Foundation. Do something good. Feel something real.
Every day, we're losing 50,000 barrels of oil, over 2 million gallons of gasoline, to a seemingly unimportant thing. Low tire pressure. Have you checked yours lately? President Bush hopes you'll do your part. Drive smart.
Welcome back to the Oldies Tent. I'm Chad Matthews here
Chad
with
Matthews,
Miss Chicopee,
back on the scene
1991
here.
Cindy Cutter. Hi, Cindy. What are you thinking right now?
I have so many things racing through my mind right now. First of all, I'll be able to finish paying for my college bill. And I finally did it. This is my
You
third
imagine that? You win a town level beauty pageant and you can pay off your college.
time in the Miss Chicopee contest.
You're like the Susan Lucci of the Miss Chicopee contest. Congratulations. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm 21 years old, and I've lived in Chicopee for about 15 years. I'm working at the Wall Street Journal, and I also model part-time for Models and More in Westfield. And I'm very excited.
So what are you going to be doing in your next year as Miss Chicopee?
Lots of banquets. They haven't even begun to tell me all the things I'm going to be doing. I just working hard with the school.
Now, as you said, Miss Chicopee is involved in a lot of parades and civic activities. Is there anything special that
Are you asking that about Chad Matthews, ATF Media?
Chicopee isn't currently doing that you'd like to get involved with?
That isn't currently doing?
She's a ringer.
Well,
think fast.
Think fast. Maybe some charities, like Make-A-Wish. I
Let me
did
look up Cameron Brink.
A couple years back, I went to a Christmas banquet for the Make-A-Wish, and it was very sad seeing all the terminally ill children and how happy they were to be at the banquet, and it made me feel good about myself, so I'd like to do it again. Maybe get Miss Chicopee involved with it.
Great. So, third time in this contest. Was it scary entering it for a third time?
Not really, because I've done it so much.
Oh, wow.
You're an old pro, huh? Congratulations again, Cindy. Come visit us on New Dimensions. And speaking of New Dimensions, that's the next time you're going to see me. We're all through here. Steve Jandrysik, take it away.
There's Cameron Brink.
A little bit earlier in the day, George had a chance to tour the grounds of the Kielbasa Festival.
braids.
So here's my colleague, George Dorunda.
Yes, we're here at the Ward 3 booth, and your name is?
Liz Nichols.
And you didn't even have to read that.
No, I didn't.
Are you good or are you good? Hey, and you're raising money for scholarships. And what is the purpose of this?
For the children of the Ward 3. Scholarships for the children of Ward 3.
And how many years have you been serving food here at the Big K Fest?
For 18 years now. This is our 18th year.
So with 18 years of experience, the kielbasa sandwiches get better and better. I'm sure you have one for me ready.
Already.
All right, because I haven't sampled a kielbasa sandwich yet, and that is...
In all these years, you haven't?
No, not here, not today at the cake. She's telling jokes, folks. Please, leave it to the professionals.
Okay.
Kielbasa sandwich, mustard.
Mustard. Horseradish if you like.
It looks good already. Look at this, look at this. Hey, why aren't we getting...
Could you need some help?
Hey! Okay, kielbasa sandwich from Ward 3 in Chicopee. Do you think this is the best kielbasa sandwich on the fairgrounds?
I think so.
You made it. Handmade, right?
Handmade.
I'll be the judge. It is Chicopee's finest kielbasa.
They're like the
And you're going to be here for the 4 days of the fair?
Yes, we are.
And how many kielbasa sandwiches do you predict on selling?
Oh, God. I hope lots. Hundreds.
Thousands.
Thousands.
Millions. Hey, come on down the Ward 3 booth here at the Big K-Fest 91. Plenty of fun. Back to you,
K-Fest.
Steve.
We're back, George.
Oh, boy.
Yes, we're back. You know, there's nothing like more than sampling food, especially the food here at the Big Kielbasa Festival. And you know why that is?
Why? I know you're going to tell me.
All the free food. That makes it even better. But really,
Is that right? You get it for free?
Well, hey, when you're doing it on television, you know, you have to
Look
make
at
it
the
look
difference. Like, I feel like it's easy to take George for granted because he's such a goof, like on primetime. But if you look at the difference in how he performs versus this guy over here, like this guy George blows this guy out of the water. Like George is he's a performer. He makes this guy look bad, and he's the like main host of the show.
Really, the food is excellent here. Great bands, lots of rides down on the other end.
Right.
Games for the kiddies.
Put some butter on
Chad
it.
did
On
earlier
what?
the little sand art thing where they did sand painting. He played in the sandbox. That's fun. But getting back to the bands, even right now, even as we speak, we have the great band Bay State 4. And
I do, though, have some baking taste tests coming up. I got the Patrick Duffy sourdough bread, and then I also got the Patrick Duffy dinner rolls for the dinner roll bros.
that's Billy Bellina from East Hampton. He hosts a radio show over WMUA in Amherst.
Believe it or not, I've heard it.
He puts in...
Like, this guy's stumbling to get through, like, an introduction to somebody, and George is dropping all this information already in, like, 30 seconds.
6 hours. Can you believe it? Every Saturday morning. He has a little help. There are other radio announcers, Mitch Moskal, some members of his band help him out. But Billy started that show, I don't remember, maybe about 12 years ago. And certainly puts in a lot of time, a lot of dedication to the polka business.
Well, you know, you'd be surprised how
This is me explaining the Boit to the counter worker in the Kroger deli.
many people do listen. Of course, obviously in the Connecticut Valley, there's a large Polish ethnic population, but a lot of people who aren't Polish enjoy Polish music, if you want to, or shall we say polka music. But I want to ask you, you know, when you think of European polka music, it's quite different.
Look how frustrated George is getting with this guy. Watch his eyes.
Style, isn't it? Polka music. But I want to ask you, you know, when you think of European polka music, it's quite different from this style, isn't it?
Well, I understand from talking with Frank Knight and Chet Dragon, who have been to Poland, that they really don't play polkas in Poland.
Right.
They play rock and roll is popular in Poland. A lot of 50s and 60s
Appreciate
style
that,
music
Montero.
is popular in Poland. It's rare unless you get into the hill towns, they tell me, and that's where you might hear a little bit of polka music. But pretty much there's more polka music in the United States than there is in Poland.
Poland, right. Somebody else was saying that even back in the old country, well, I won't call it the old country, but back in Poland, they like South American style music. They like.
Oh, they're big on tangos. They do tangos and cha-chas and rumbas, merengues, all those Latin American rhythms.
Yeah.
And they're very popular in Europe.
Gee, they're missing the boat.
I don't know why. Where's the... We should fly
I
all
think
the
it's
people...
frustrating to him as somebody who is like a turn the camera on and we'll do it in one take and we'll get it. And he's just frustrated with probably how slow the segment is going. And this guy's like it's not even like the guy's yapping and taking up time. He's just, everything is like it's a chore to get through a sentence for this guy.
People in Poland over to the Kielbasa Festival.
And get them a taste of real Polish music, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And then Dick Pillar, he'll be here on Sunday.
Right now,
Dick Pillar, come on. That's definitely a sightings name. Dick Pillar. Can you imagine? You better be like fucking Rocco Siffredi if you got a name like Dick Pillar.
He's from Connecticut, right?
He's from a town called Uncasville, Connecticut.
Right. Which I can say, being a local historian, Uncas was an
See, he does it again there.
Right.
He had something interesting to do, and this guy cut him off, and it looks like he's looking at somebody off camera or something.
I can say, being a local historian, Uncas was an Indian.
He was.
It's right.
Well, I'll have to take your word for it.
In the Pequot Indian War. That's right. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
He hosts every year a festival he calls the Polkabration. He was one of
down
the
in
first.
New London, right?
Down in New London, Connecticut.
Right.
I believe this year he celebrated his 25th anniversary.
Wow.
And
So
25 years of polkas by the ocean.
He's one of the top headliners, too, isn't he? In the
Dick Pillar, again, running a polka festival for 25 years, and I would venture to say he's had his band together for close to 30 years.
Right. And you're talking about Jimmy Sturr's going to be here with his entire band.
His entire band, again, 5-time Grammy Award winning.
Yeah, keep in mind, George Dorunda like covers Jimmy Sturr extensively on his show, so hearing it from this guy's got to be pissing him off.
The only polka band to have 2 gold records and 1 platinum record.
Okay, George, they're all set. Back to the music tent.
Very Ben Thorpe coded, Randy. I feel like people act like talking to him is like you have to be like a bomb technician that's, really carefully, working around the explosive, but I didn't find that to be the case. I mean, obviously I was a little bit more aware of it because I know that's like upsetting to him, but I didn't find talking to him to be that difficult. Well, plus he was more than willing to talk at length about the stuff I wanted to talk about, so that helped. All right, see you later, Virginia. He plays that weird tambourine. Oh, a couple of sweet lesbians. Oh, also, if you missed it earlier, I'll be back this afternoon. We're gonna do a Doomer dossier news break and cover April's solo camping trip, which has a very strong ending, I gotta say. Vintage Les, yeah. Look at this goofball. He looks like, this guy's great though. He looks like he could scale up the poles to put up the circus tents and shit. He's got I like the guy's carny vibe now that I get a good look at him. See, if this were the old days, we would all be, our favorite performers would be in the sideshow, and you guys would be walking up and down the, like, you know, the boardwalk. Like an alien baby. What's up, Dave? Oh, there he is again. Look how happy these people are. I like the guy on the drums. I would cast him as Doctor Strange.
I'm in the jailhouse. Polka, the jailbird polka. There you go, one call, the Kiss Me polka. Pocałuj mnie, Billy on the vocals.
Bye, Jack. Bye, Jack.
Don't get that going again. She spiraled out about that. I don't know if she saw it in the chat or somebody told her that I said I didn't like watching her lives because of her chat. She like went into, Mark hates me. Everybody hates me because Mark Fusion's a prick. Isn't that guy a judge? Very light touch on him. Very light touch. Compare with this guy. This motherfucker, he's got no... He's keeping a respectful... And then this guy behind him here, he's got a death grip on this old gal. Young people living in the moment, they're not worried about comparing jawlines or body counts online. They're too busy living life. Look at that big old flag. Very light touch. She's a creepy girl though, Dave. It's inevitable. Bethadone's gonna pull a lot of Moneyball viewers who are like thinking, oh, well, I could never, ordinarily a girl like this would never, whatever, but because she's, you know, a complete degen, maybe she'll talk to me. Your cousin Rizzo. Hey, you talking about Frank Rizzo? Open your ears, jackass. Frank Rizzo. The boss knocked off work. Remember when everybody was in a death grip with Hard Rock Cafe shirts? Yeah, I think it was Williams distributing. I'm going to throw him some business for sponsoring this. Man, look at that guy go. Doctor Strange. Imagine him throwing spells. Worst couple ever.
Dawa mu peshonetche. Carefully, that one called the Kiss Me Polka. What's when you Billy on the vocals off of our second album called Salute the Polka Stars.
What's up, crew? Couple of real vintage lesbians. This is called The Sisters Are Doing It For Themselves polka. Don't you think any movie about Doctor Strange just at a fucking base level would be more entertaining if that was Doctor Strange? Like, regardless of any other factors, I just feel like seeing that guy as Doctor Strange would be so amazing. Like, it wouldn't, the rest of the movie wouldn't really even matter. I support these elderly lesbians. No, you know why they've got that wrapped around there was because one of the other sets was actually played by the Springfield Chordsmen, who basically a lot of people got hurt. They tore the place up. A lot of people were getting hurt, and then the main pole fell down. I think 47 people were killed. Over 100 were injured. So I mean, we had to cut that footage. They had to cut that footage from the previous year, but you get the idea. That one old lady had a body like Grace. Please don't bring up Grace Thorpe. It's very upsetting to ATF media. 5'10", 180. Anytime you start to think about her, just say, does ATF consent to this? There he is again. Just imagine it. Oh no, no way. Oh, he gets it. Well, this is the pros, Randy. We've got to kayfabe a little bit. We want people to think of, the Valkyrie coming off the long ship, just destroying everything in her path.
Happy boy or better, so if we're back.
I know most of tonight's events are over. Cynthia Cutter is the new Miss Chicopee. One of my personal choices in the contest because she's a former student of mine. And sitting next to me is Wayne Nauman, who is the president of the Fireball Club.
Is his name Wayne Nauman, or is he pronouncing it like Nauman? Hey, it's me, Dave. I know this guy. His last name is Nauman.
The club responsible for all of this.
I play dots with Nauman.
Question, Wayne, how's it going so far?
Steve, right now it's going terrific.
with the Lord's help of some great weather.
Oh, it's terrific.
It's cleared up.
Nice,
we have a great forecast for the rest of the weekend. That, of course, is a big sigh of relief with that, because that's number one in our minds the whole year, even during the planning. Everything depends on weather, whether we're a success or a failure. And we got that, so we have some great entertainment, and I think we have a go here.
Well, we as I said, we were a little, all the fellas at Telecom are a little prejudiced because Cynthia was a student in the Telecom program, which means we were a little prejudiced, but all the girls were very lovely. And
what?
I'm sure all the girls were very lovely. And
what did he say?
I'm a little prejudiced because Cynthia was a student in the Telecom program.
Man, can you believe that? Already tainting the pageant. No more as it ended. This guy's already letting everybody know the fix was in.
We were a little prejudiced, but all the girls were very lovely. And I'm sure Cindy's going to do a good job for you as a representative of the city of Chicopee.
That's a good group. They picked a good group. I told the judges afterwards I wouldn't want to be in your shoes. That was a tough job.
Right.
Believe me.
Before you came on, during the interim, we've been going back and forth to the Oldies tent and to the Nahormic tent. So when George Dorunda was in here, of course, and George has been checking out all. George Dorunda was in here, of course, and George has been.
Does he scratch his nose with his middle finger while he's talking about George Dorunda? Am I being paranoid?
Dorunda was in here, of course, and George has been checking out all the food, and he gave it a AAA rating. So that part we're sure.
I knew a guy from Boston named Greg in Washington State. It was a dump. He always said it was a wicked pisser.
Is going to be tops.
New Haven is a dump. Warwick is a dump.
Now, Wayne has assured us that the weather's going to be great, and as we've been discussing the great bands that are going to be here, it's going to be a great weekend, and this is the place to be, right?
Oh, it sure is. I'm sure anybody comes
I think if you go back and look at every decision, you'll see that the right one was made, and it was the right one because we made it together, me and the chat.
Here, I guarantee you're going to have a good time, and of course, you know the price is right for what you're getting. You're getting good entertainment. You have great attractions. It's a good time for a little bit of money.
And of course, it's family entertainment too. You've had it when Jack O'Neill was on a little bit earlier. He was talking about the trout pond, and that's new this year. But
and also the Strawberry Jam Band. We'll have them here Saturday morning for the kids. Which
what about
normally
Brownie?
Is held at the Fairfield Mall, and we decided to bring it here as part of the festival.
What about Julie and Brownie?
That's become a very, very popular item in every Saturday. With the kids, big jam band show on the stage and everything. We're expecting some great things there, and of course the polka mass on Sunday morning. That's always a
polka
great
mass
thing.
With the understand also the Golden Kielbasa Awards.
Oh yes, yes, we made
Tell us a little bit about that.
Do you remember when we watched the Kielbasa eating champion that had won like every year, and it was advertised at the beginning of the episode, but we didn't actually meet him until the end, and it was like a little old guy, like an old country boy, and he's like, "Well, I'm fitting to step out next year because it just ain't fair that I keep winning."
Well, we every year we try to pick 3 or 4 people that have contributed to the festival a little bit.
You think he did that intentionally, flipping off or scratching his nose with his middle finger while he was talking about George?
On the extra side, and we try to reward them.
So if everybody hated George, which is kind of what it looks like, you know, why wouldn't he be open to a celebration of his work like we do?
With what we call the Golden Kielbasa Award. I know it sounds funny, but to us it's a very serious thing. We covet that thing, and
that sounds terrible,
so,
Montero.
We feel good about the people that we've chosen this year. And they really deserve it. Yeah.
I was going to say, is it all right to announce who the winners are?
Oh yes,
it's in the paper.
It's in the paper, but
Guy Ormsby is one of the winners.
Guy Ormsby, and one of our own. Every year we pick one fireblower And this year it's Dan Zahowski.
Right.
Oh,
Well,
good
Dan,
choice, Dan
Dan
Zahowski.
is a good friend of mine from a long time ago.
Well, he does a super job. He's been in charge of the security section for a couple years now, along with other things, and he really goes out of his way to help the club, along with the other 23 guys also. But he deserves it.
Right.
He really does.
And of course, Father Marion, I understand, from St.
Oh,
Stan's.
Father Marion, yes, he's been great.
He's quite a promoter. We in the parish are going to miss him, of course. He's on his way to Danbury, and he's leaving us.
Danbury.
I understand they
What
said
a
he had
dump.
asked to be the celebrant for the Mass
What a
on Sunday
shithole.
morning, which will be his sort of farewell.
Right.
And we look forward to seeing him. Of course, we really are going to miss him.
I've been
because
to
he is a
Danbury
super
briefly, I
person.
think.
And, you know, I have to ask you this because my director said I have to. You were around in '74, you know, and I was there. I remember down in the old Savage Arms grounds. And the
Down
Kielbasa
in the
only
old
weighed
Savage
14
Arms
pounds.
grounds.
Was it 14
pounds, in
pounds.
that vicinity, yeah, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
Well, you know,
Danbury
my
prison.
son's coming up with his friends from, well, he's in the Navy, and for years he's been talking
He's in
about
the Navy.
The Kielbasa Festival, you know, so they're coming
He's in
up
the
tomorrow
Navy. He
night.
can't stop talking
And
about
he said, I hope they won't
Kielbasa.
be disappointed. I said, hey, look, the first Kielbasa only weighed 14 pounds, right? I said, the one, this is, what is it, 262 pounds? Am I right?
And what's that?
The new Kielbasa this year.
This year, 562.
Don't ask me.
26 feet, 562 pounds. It's big.
What did I say, 200?
What do you say, 500 pounds, 26 feet? And Mary Lou Dragon could still, as ATF media would say, squat on it and make it disappear?
Wow, geez,
that was maybe
biker.
15 years ago.
Right, that's the one that
10
was
years.
stolen, wasn't it? 500 and what?
62 pounds. Yes.
And of course, what happens to that after the show?
The people at Chicopee Provision who cook it, they split it up on soup kitchens and the
Bright Side and
things of that
needy
nature,
groups,
and school lunch programs. We try to put it in a place where it's going to do best, because it is a good kielbasa.
I think they hated George because he loved what he did. That's my suspicion. Because he does seem like he really loves doing primetime, and he seems excited in the stuff that he's doing here. And I feel like this guy, to him, it's just something to do or to be on TV or whatever. And I think sometimes people get really jealous if you do something and you really like doing it. Like that pisses them off for some reason.
It's eatable.
Well, you know, being of Polish extraction, Kielbasa.
Polish
And I say to
extraction?
people, I really am not a regular, shall we say, imbiber of Kielbasa.
Well, then why are you
When you
hosting?
get a little older, you know. But when people, my brother's been around the world, you know. So my mom has sent Kielbasa to Rome. She sent Kielbasa to Russia when he was overseas, and he's on his way to New Delhi in October. I don't know if the Kielbasa will go to New Delhi, but people in other parts of the country really appreciate it because it's a unique delicacy. We kind of take it for granted here in the valley, but it is really delicious, really.
It sure is. It sure
and
is.
the way Chicopee Provision makes it, a little plug for Ed and the guys at the Provision. And one of my classmates from Old St. Stan's, Frank Govlik, is the fellow who makes it.
Frank
He's the-
Goblin, of
the
course.
chief
Love his
kielbasa
music.
maker at Chicopee Provision. And of course, Tommy Barton was
Ah,
in that
Tommy
same
Barton.
class at St. Stan's too. You know, so we're still the Polish school trained us well, and we're still pushing kielbasa.
Yep.
Wayne Nauman from Pittsburgh originally.
We're still
but
pushing
you gotta say he's
kielbasa.
from Chicopee.
How about that for a t-shirt?
Kielbasi? But you do like kielbasa, right?
Oh, I love it.
Oh, come on,
I
bro.
bought May
Interview was fucking over. Now we're freestyling.
with it too.
You do like kielbasi? But
Listen, thanks for joining me. You do like kielbasi, right?
you do like kielbasa, right?
Oh, I love it.
I do
Absolutely.
too.
I take a bottle of Maalox with it too.
On the grill, we do it.
Wah!
We do it. My wife's trained. We do it on the grill, and it's you know, you get a little bit of that extra juice out of it,
Oh,
but it's
yeah.
delicious. It really
Absolutely.
is. So this weekend, this is the place to be. The Fairfield Mall. The World Kielbasa Festival from Pittsburgh.
Are you trying to collab with Gobbledygook? Or are you trying to clap or what?
Kielbasa Festival.
Montero.
And now we go to Chad Matthews and the cheerleaders.
Hi, this is Chad Matthews. We're here with the Chicopee Comprehensive High School cheerleaders and their moms. And hello, Gail. What's going on here?
I remember this lady. Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot about her.
Well, we've got a booth this year. We did a
Oh
Halloween
man, look at the
theme.
look
We're
at the
selling
girl
crafts.
standing right next to her. She can't stop laughing.
And we have kids. Oh, we've got a booth this
Leaders and their moms. And hello, Gail. What's going on here?
Well, we've got a booth this year. We did a Halloween theme. We're selling crafts, and we have kids' games. We have face painting, and we had a lot of fun doing all these things to bring them here for the Kielbasa Festival.
A lot of organization and work.
Yeah, a lot of nights and days for the parents and the kids. They did a lot of that work with us, and it was a lot of fun doing it.
Sarah, what do you have here?
I have a ghost that the parents made.
And what's this made out of?
Oh, Chad and Doug. When did Doug come in though? Because this is 91.
You don't know, huh? Okay, well, moving right along here. Oh, and by the way, we should mention that you are the mother of a cheerleader, but she refused to appear.
What do you mean, be nice?
And her name is?
Becky.
Becky would not come on. And who are you?
Christina.
And you have a pumpkin painted.
Yes.
And what else do you have?
A cat made by the parents.
Did the cheerleaders do any work?
Yes, they painted the pumpkins. Before practice, they came over and they painted pumpkins.
Oh, all right. And we have some male cheerleaders here as well. And you are?
Kevin DeRush.
Chicken
and
Mozambique.
why did you decide to be a cheerleader?
Wait, hold on a
just
second,
started
Cody
getting
Turbo.
into it.
You're
I saw
telling me
college.
that when you think of Chad Matthews, you're envisioning him as hetero? You think he has hetero vibes?
Guys into it, and so it's a lot of fun. So let's get into it.
And you have a painted pumpkin too. All right, behind you, if you could step out of my way, please. Out, you're through. We have, and you are
Stephen Ralph.
And
it's arranged by my parents, I guess.
the parents do everything here. All the cheerleaders do is jump around, and I like this junk food. How many are in there?
Lots.
Lots. You don't know the exact number?
No, I don't.
And lastly, we have a witch.
Yeah, the parents made it. They were working on them all.
The parents made it. Surprise, surprise.
Wow, he's really breaking them
so
down.
you folks are selling all this stuff here at your booth, along with face painting. And what else would you like to say to the public to have them stop by?
Well, I'd like to say that these are a great bunch of kids, and the parents love them dearly. That's why we put all this work and effort into this great booth. We try to keep our budget down, and we try to keep the things at a reasonable cost. So we've got nice, cheap games for the kids to play. They always get something. There's a prize for everybody. Nobody walks away a loser from our booth. And with the face painting, it's for the kids.
Chad
and
Matthews
the crafts, of course,
doesn't
are for
like
the
that
moms
kind
and
of
dads.
woke
And we'd love to see everybody
mentality.
come.
And again, all proceeds benefit the comp cheerleaders.
That's correct. We have a busy season coming up and always need money.
Well, best of luck. Best of luck to all of you. Okay, we'll be back in just a few moments right here at K-Fest 91. Take it away.
This is always a pleasure
Oh, boy.
to
Back
interview
to
an
this guy.
attractive young lady. This is Deborah Boronsky, who is the president of the Chicopee Chamber of Commerce. Very young president of the Chicopee Chamber. And as Debbie was telling me, Deborah was telling me. you're
Yeah, who
celebrating
would
your
want that bullshit? Who wants a fucking ghost decoration? Please. How much can they possibly make out of 10 items in the first place? You know what I mean?
first anniversary on the job.
That's right.
Today is the day.
1 year ago today, I was introduced to the board of directors as their new president. So this is an anniversary for me.
Now, the very intelligent question. How has that first year been?
It's been wonderful. It's been extremely busy. There have been many new things that have taken place, but I'll tell you, it's been a wonderful year. I look forward to 10 more.
Right. Now, we do work together a little bit because the only thing is, there you go.
Okay.
He didn't have the balls to do that when Naaman was on the stage, but now that it's a woman, he's feeling a little bit froggy.
I do everything here, including instruct the guests, but...
What? I do everything here, including inspect the guests?
I should have told you that a little earlier. you know, I do everything here, including instruct the guests. But I should have told you that a little earlier. But you know, it's been a little hectic. Of course, I was just telling Deborah before we went on that the new Miss Chicopee is a former student of mine.
Listen, listen to this guy. He's going to interrupt the time with this woman to tell this stupid story again. Oh, I know Miss Chicopee. I know Miss Kielbasa Festival. Who cares, dude?
She's also a former student in the telecom program here.
Isn't everyone in Chicopee a former student of yours?
Well, this is 30 years. You know, you're talking about a 1-year anniversary. I've been teaching in Chicopee for 30 years, which is kind of scary. But obviously,
speaking of desperate people, Luke West has been reactivated. He's got 2 or 3 days straight of Doomer posts up. I think seeing April free herself during this solo camping trip really had an impact on Luke.
Yeah, I was talking to Wayne. The festival's going great. It's going to be a great weekend. But what's ahead for the Chamber of Commerce this year?
The Chamber, this coming year, the Chamber's in for a lot. We have a lot of new programs and services we want to offer the membership and the community. A couple of things can't quite be discussed yet, but they'll be announced soon. We have a trade show coming up in November. We're hoping to get the governor out. It's a joint project between Holyoke and Chicopee, which I think says something to the community. We need each other.
Right.
And let's work together and do something productive. A membership committee that's been formed, I think, is going to show the membership of the Chamber and the
Holyoke and Chicopee today. Like, how, are they smaller?
We're concerned about what they
steady?
want and what they feel, and we're here to help implement their issues and concerns.
Well, you know, for a city the size of Chicopee, and this, I'm a promoter of the Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah, Luke's content shines in the when he's depressed. But honestly, my favorite Luke content is just that brief window of time where he was fucking happy for like just that little window, and then he fell off. You know, whenever April left, then he fell off, and then he kind of fell back into the abyss. But then when she bailed him out, when like everybody else had turned on him and like she bailed him out and they had that treehouse thing, like that was some of my favorite Luke content.
The Chamber of Commerce plays a very
Holyoke, more like Holy Joke, so-called Holyoke.
Considering the size of the community, it's done an outstanding job.
They call it Holyoke. I don't. I call it Holy Joke. That's what I call it.
But this incredible thing, which by the way is really known far and wide. It's really amazing.
Holy Joke.
My sons both have traveled around the country.
I don't know any funny names
It's amazing how many
cities.
people know about the Kielbasa Festival.
The Fireball Club is indeed one of the biggest blessings to the Chamber of Commerce. This is the 18th.
I don't know if you heard earlier or not, Leo
What
Farthammer,
they
but this
do
afternoon
here
I'm going to do
this
I'm going to deep
event
dive
not
April
only
solo
benefits the
camping
Chamber
trip,
tremendously,
which looks
but
like it was a
benefits
transcendent
students
experience
through
for her.
scholarships, the Miss Chicopee pageant, participation in the parades, and a number of other events and things that they sponsor throughout the year. The Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts, they are so involved in the community that they should be commended for the work that they do.
Well, you know, as I said, I'm being involved with the Bellamy Association, and you folks live in my house. As people
Nice
tell me,
house.
Not my house, but I know what Ann and Peg
You
and
people live in my house. Well, not my house, but very McHenry coded.
yourself do every day. You know, the hundreds of phone calls that go through the chamber every week. No one knows about these things, but that's the kind of hands-on promotion of the community that's invaluable.
It was really hard to keep from watching it. I wanted to watch all of it, but I did stop in, and I had a feeling, based on her mood, that the video she was posting was kind of like a final word. So I joined the live, and for most of it, it was just me and her. But the last video is like, it's fantastic.
Average citizen probably doesn't realize it, but you know, thinking the high visibility things like
Common
the Kielbasa
April
Festival
dub.
and some other things. But it's that every day the fellow who calls up and wants to know about the city.
It's the
You know,
fella who calls
or the
up.
woman who wants to know where she can go to meet single men.
Is that right?
Or the woman who wants to know.
We get all
I didn't
kinds
know
of
they
calls.
called up for that reason. But
We get all kinds of calls.
obviously, the chamber does a tremendous amount of community service. In addition, you know, as you went
Often
through
you
the
guys
entire
change your hand
lexicon
drying
of
towels,
things
like
that the chamber does, which are
anytime
more
I
or less
do
normal
laundry,
things. Then there's
like
a lot
once a
of
week,
other
probably.
things that the chamber does. The gentlemen who are involved in the chamber are all public-spirited citizens who go out of their way for Chicopee. Now, economy and the conditions, the challenges are going to be weigh heavy, but I think the chamber can handle it.
I think it can, Steve. I think it can handle it because I have a fine staff. Peg has been there 18 years, and I don't know what I would do without her. Ann, who just worked, she just came off a shift at the
Peg
K-Fest.
Brochu, by the way.
Peg Brochu, 18 years with the chamber. God love her.
Peg Brochu, we salute you.
And fully dedicated to the chamber. Like I said, she just came off a shift with my staff and the board of directors that directs the goings-on of the chamber. I can't lose. Chicopee can't lose.
Right.
So
doing an outstanding job. And where else? You know, when the president of the chamber is such a lovely lady too. That's not a sexist remark, Deborah. I know you got.
If it was, you would have been punched in the nose. You know,
right.
that's
You would have taken care of it. But it's in the background, of course. We've got a. You notice we brought you on. We've got a couple of minutes to go here.
Okay.
And I never run out of things to say.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you.
He never runs out of things to say.
In my year at the Chamber of Commerce.
Why does he keep doing that with his microphone? Does he forget?
Being housed at the Bellamy House has made a difference in what people think about the chamber. Most of the people who, when they ask where we are, and when I tell them where we are, across from the police and fire station, in a house with a picket fence and a flag. Oh, the Bellamy House.
That's right.
You're in there. And I say, well, of course we are.
Well, you know, I always, and I get accused of this, but without the Chamber of Commerce, the Edward Bellamy Memorial Association, and the saving, actually, of that 1845 house never could have happened.
Am I going to cover it? I kind of doubt it. I feel like we got a pretty cohesive run of Chris the YouTuber content.
About this, you're going through an evaluation process.
I did like it. Speaking of shorts, if any of you want to be included in the Grace versus Bethadone video, and you want to send in, like, just tag me in a short and then give your promo on who should win, and I'll play them all on the stream.
Would you like to tell us about that?
Sure. It's a very exciting thing that's taking place. The Chamber is seeking accreditation from the United States Chamber of Commerce. It would be a national accreditation. Of the 4,000 chambers who belong to the United States Chamber, only 570 have acquired that honor.
Right, yeah.
And as you know, you served on one of our committees.
Right.
There are 30 members of the Chamber who are evaluating the programs and services and organizational procedures of the Chamber, making recommendations, and we'll be submitting that whole package to the United States Chamber.
What's up, Matt?
After our board meeting here in September.
Right.
We're hoping to know about our accreditation in February for our annual meeting. So it's an exciting thing that's going on.
I think it's tremendous. And of course, we've had a wonderful night.
Tremendous.
And now our other famous resident of Chicopee is giving us a little different. They've been very good.
Yes.
I don't know if General Walker decided he wasn't going to fly over tonight.
Yeah.
But in the past, we've definitely appreciated their non-flying over.
Well, Westover's a benefit too.
Non-flying over.
Non-flying over. Yeah.
But they've been great too. You've been great for bearing with us. Thank you very much. Good luck in the coming year. Now back to what it's all about, polka music in the tent.
Okay, so I don't have time today, but next week during on Thursday for Enter the Dorundaverse, we're gonna watch 2 hours of a documentary on modern day, the Big E in the modern day. Very relaxing. Sad winding down the festival music. Look at that guy go. The Eddie Foreman Orchestra, yeah. Although, to be fair, the EFO does have kind of a polarizing reputation in the chat because of some people felt it was tasteless when the singer did the Louis Armstrong voice during the song, Wonderful World. Oh my god. I like it when he pops up in a comment somewhere and he's like, I watched this video all the way to the end.
Nie wrócą do mnie. Jak często pamiętać, o czym ja mam pisać, żeby każdy w świecie swe ojcowi miał kochać.
You want to watch the Eddie Foreman Orchestra performance showcase? We got time to watch that after if you want to. Why did I pause it? Bougie Mamusa? Who wrote this song? Jar Jar Binks? I'll be right back. Man, what a wind down. You want chips and salsa? Oh, we're back?
It's been a blue day. I feel like running away. I feel like running away from it all. My love has been untrue. Found somebody new. It's been a blue day for me. I feel like crying.
Encore.
What can I do? I feel
Oh boy, look at this sweaty guy.
I'm glad we're through. It's been a blue day. I feel like running away. I feel like running away from the blues.
I should have got pipe cleaners. Shit.
I cannot make believe that I don't sit and breathe. It's been a blue day for me. I can't pretend and say that I don't love her anyway. It's been a blue day for me. I feel like crying. What can I do? I feel like praying, saying, I'm glad we're through.
Yeah, my channel's frequently depressing.
It's been a blue day. I feel like running away. I feel like running away from the blues. I'm so sad and blue.
Steve Jandryzik, everybody at Channel 5.
Steve
and, hey,
Jandryzik.
This weekend, come on down to the Kielbasa Festival. Good night, everybody.
World Kielbasa Festival. Chad Matthews. I feel like Dorunda got more time than I remembered. I was probably just bitter the first time. Mike Burns. That's the guy who ran, he was a camera guy, or I think he might have been the owner of Smart Mark Video. Jean Lasson. John Dumont, also a primetime producer. All right, there you go. All right, let's watch the Eddie Foreman Orchestra thing, and then I gotta go and get ready for the April stream. Here we go. They're all love songs? That makes sense.
Hi, I'm George Dorunda, and welcome to Performance Showcase. And let me tell you, this band knows more about polkas than Benji knows about Gainsburgers. It's the Eddie Foreman Orchestra.
Did you ask him how were the rats?
Something that I couldn't find anywhere else. Hey, I'm not trying to be nobody. I just want a chance to be myself. I spent a lot of time playing. Yes, I've been working.
Where would you guys rate Eddie Foreman Orchestra? Like on the scale of primetime music acts. I'd put it like, I think in the upper half of performers, especially once the guy gets going, that kind of goofy guy.
Trying to find me something better.
That's so they could separate those rat cheeks on the bus.
Hey, you don't know if you don't like me. This tune will tell you how I feel. Then you can sit around and judge me. We're still around and we're for real.
Upper middle half, yeah, that's fair. I mean, they're consistently good. I mean, I don't think all of them are memorable, but like, I feel like they're all, I always looked forward to seeing them. I'll be right back.
From Detroit back to New England, my hometown is where I'll stay. And it's been over 20 years now. I've seen them come, I've seen them go. But I'm still here with my heart play, giving you everything I know. Hey, you don't know if you don't like me. This tune will tell you how I feel. Then you can sit around and judge me. We're still around and we're for real.
You would put him above, you'd put him above the Jimmy Slur Band? Come on. Man, my one here is clogged as fuck. He seems so happy, too. This Joker's candy must be like extra. This guy here, this is the guy right here that goes off the chain.
Somebody love me for so long, for so long.
Oh, he's popping off.
Tearing down the walls I built around me, stone by stone, stone by stone. You've taken all of the pain I've been holding inside me. Love is the way we have a place to begin. It's feeling like we're gonna be together from now on. From now on, we're building love upon a firm foundation. Stone by stone, stone by stone.
Only above Jimmy personally.
I've been afraid to let somebody love me for so long.
Savvy guy theme.
But you're tearing down the walls I built around me, stone by stone.
There we go.
Stone by stone. You've taken all of the pain I've been holding inside me.
Wow, a young old lesbian couple. Age gap lesbians. I feel like we originally connected with them because their drum and their logo looks like it says EFD. I don't remember this one.
Once in a lullaby, somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come.
This is what pops into your mind.
Someday I'll wish
right as your feet leave Mount Hope. Mount Hope Bridge.
Where trouble smells like lemon drops, way above the chimney tops, that's where.
Why am I skimming on the Thorpe edits? What do you mean? Oh man, you know I love the horn coming in. Oh yeah, I don't really cover him that much anymore. I feel like Joe Shabatoni kind of gets this era of the Thorpes better than I do. But I'll clip every once in a while, like if I see something interesting. When they moved to Kick, like it just got kind of, I didn't want to take the extra step to follow them. Then I kind of just got out of the habit of it over time. It's just so good. Oh, thank you for the sparkles, pufferfish. But yeah, that's the real reason. I don't have any, like, that's pretty much what it comes down to. I don't know. I just prefer the, like, 2024 stuff. So we just end up getting locked into a cycle of rewatching that over and over again. Well, Shabatoni's going to cover it. You know he is. You gotta trust the plan, Montero. This is when Steve Guttenberg decided that while he did love polka, it was time to branch out into an acting career. Man. That was so good.
Our allegiance to it.
I don't think so, pal.
Mourn. The flag of the United.
The flag is great, but give me Eddie Foreman Orchestra.
A picture just the other day, laying at the barn. It seemed like yesterday. It made me start to think of those good times we all had. Those days have slipped away on us. It makes me feel real sad. We started out on Friday night. White Eagle Hall was full. We danced to Russian Louis, Lazatzik, Soika too. Those days that I remember, still fresh upon my mind. I wish that I could bring them back just for one more time. Why did those good old days go by us? Where all our friends would come to meet and share in the good times. How
hey, welcome back, Matt. The drummer's kind of unenthusiastic.
Could go back there just for one more time. Around me and see how much has changed. The local guys still trying to get a break their way. I hope you won't forget us as good on any day. Polkas are a part of life I hope won't go away. Why did those good old days go by us? Where all our friends would come to meet and share in the...
Do you think they'll save the Wonderful World for the last one?
Times how did those good old days slip by us? I wish we all could go back there just for one more time.
New rule. I mean, technically, it is Boit Madness, like specifically bottom of YouTube. Vodka, bottom of kick, bottom of kick too. It'd just be bop.
Riding down the highway, the radio was on, slapping on the dashboard, singing along.
Remember when the heathen slapped on his truck when that cop told him to get out of the street? And he's like, I'm standing by my truck, man. I'm not moving, man.
All the windows turned it up so loud. The feeling overtakes me. It makes me want to shout.
No, EFO.
Polka music. You know I like the rhythm and the way the trumpet sound. All around the world it goes, never gonna stop, you know. Oh, it makes me feel so fine. Come on, play it one more time. I love polka music.
I'm in the parking lane, not the road, man. You gonna arrest me?
First time that it hit me, I was just a child. That was many years ago, but it still drives me wild. Polkas are a part of me, I play them every day. There's just no way to stop me, so I gotta say, I love polka
Whenever Heathen has his showdown with Big Ben, we'll have to watch the video where, what's his name, gets his truck. Joey pays cash for his truck.
You know I like the rhythm and the way the trumpet sound. All around the world it goes, never gonna stop, you know. Oh,
He's like a 4'11" King Midas.
one more time. I love polka music. I love polka music. You know I like the rhythm and the way the trumpet sound. All around the world it goes, never gonna stop, you know. Oh, it makes me feel so fine. Come on, play it one more time. I love polka music.
Oh no. South to West would love to see Grace take up some sort of martial arts, just if only for exercise and some mental discipline, but she won't do it.
Hi-ho, this is Kermit the Frog, and this is one of my very on a camp. Ooh, check out forests are great places to keep our lots of different threatened by wildlife. Cheer with the
A young musician from Chicago was revolutionizing the field of jazz. His name was Louis Armstrong.
Oh man, here we go. It's the last one. Oh man. This is the EFO masterpiece.
To recreate the spirit of that great musician, as Steve Duda sings one of Satchmo's greatest hits, What a Wonderful World.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright, blessed day, the dark, sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful.
Yeah, he died, I think, when we were in the 80s episodes. So like I think we were wrapping up the show, and then we found out live on the air. It's in the first playthrough, like my live reaction to the death of George Dorunda. Somebody put it in my comments section.
The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying how do you do? They're really saying I love you. I hear babies cry, and I watch them grow.
You could get away with it today as long as you were willing to stand on business. I mean, that's really all you could say, you know.
Learn much more than I'll ever know, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
And he's gonna do the solo.
sky are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. Down here, babies cry, and I watch them grow.
Prime crankdown content.
They learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yeah, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, there you go. We don't have time to watch this next video. Don't get excited. What a Kielbasa. I feel like it was much less tedious to watch this time. Oh, speaking of people getting away with doing crazy shit on YouTube, I don't have time to watch the whole thing, and I'm going to do a dedicated stream just to this stream at some point. But let me show you.
My name's Tom, and today my...
Shut up, Tom. All right, hold on. Hold on, let's see. Check this out. Hold on, I got to make sure I've got it at a correct spot here. Check this out.
Doesn't. That's not what I do on YouTube. Oh, this is cold. I'm fun.
Beth boldly doing blackface in 2026.
Yeah, it's okay if everybody's gay or if nobody's gay, yeah. I had such a grumpy day this morning. I don't even need the fan. Let's just let it dry naturally. Yeah, well, I mean, I understand some foot, like, moves, if for lack of a better term, but, like, I don't want to, like, be on the receiving end of, like, I don't want to lick anyone's feet. I mean, if they want to lick my feet, am I going to stop them? I guess not, but I don't want feet anywhere near my mouth. That's how you get kicked in the head. Yeah, no, people don't choose this. No, you can't choose your fetish, I know. You can, like, indulge your fetish and grow it, but I know you can't choose it. Wait a minute.
This looks like something someone would get, like, kicked out of a university for if they put it on TikTok.
Wait, I thought I saw something that was ridiculous. What's your question? I saw something that went away, and it was fucked up. What the fuck was that? Whoever did that, fuck you. I'll get you.
I'll get you.
Yeah, literally. Anyone who says anything more about feet will get banned. You can ban them too, Carbs, because I think when I ban them, I think you still see them. You know? Because I'm not seeing them.
This is such a ridiculous stream.
Thank you.
What a little weirdo.
Oh, I got scared for a second.
Oh my God. Why is she more hot like that? I don't know. Ruin her corporate aspiration. Isn't this the goofiest shit?
You guys get scared for a second. Ah! No, it's just face mask. Which disability do you have? You just didn't even ask that nicely, so why would I even, like...
Yeah, she's looking to get wifed up.
Did anybody hear a rude question? Oh, no, me neither. Must not have mattered.
She's looking to force marriage upon certain people. Look at her face. What a little nut.
Seems to come so natural. I don't know about you.
Why did she do... There is no context. There's no context to it. She's just doing a, it's a thing, a face mask.
I hope you feel better soon, Storm. It's gonna be a hard battle, but you'll get there. How's that, Sherry? No, I don't know Stray Kids. I want the fan on low so we can peel it off sooner. I love peeling these off. No problem.
All right, I got to go get ready for the April stream, but if you want to check out more, it's still, you can still go watch it. It's a pretty fun stream. I'm going to cover it, though. It's going to get its own Bethadone Archives episode. But thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it for the Kielbasa Fest, which, again, I think went by much faster this time. And I feel like George had a lot more screen time, so I think I was just in a bitter mindset at the time, I think. Is Grace over, or Beth, who's getting the heel turn or baby face? Well, I mean, there are very few baby faces in the Boyd. John Sluga, maybe Flexum, Angela Aquera, but I think this is like one of those things where it doesn't, like both are, it's just the heel versus heel, different types of heels. But anyway, I gotta go. I will be back in about an hour and 7 minutes. We're gonna do a Doomer Dossier special report. Big April news. Goddess April on a solo camping trip, and then she ends the trip with some real hard truths for the chat. In any case, thanks for hanging out. Hopefully I'll see you soon.